Walker. Batting third, wearing number 8, the right fielder from Cal State Bakersfield, Trent Brooks. Batting fourth, wearing number 24, the designated hitter from the Utah Tech, Will Chambers. Batting fifth, wearing number 10, the first baseman from Pregame University, Sophia Malai. Batting sixth, wearing number 4, the left fielder from the College of the Canyons, Doyle Kane. Batting seventh, wearing number 43, your center fielder tonight, also from the Canyons, Alex Sepulveda. Batting 8th, wearing number 11, your second baseman from St. Mary's College, Nick Kirkpatrick. Batting 9th, wearing number 12, your third baseman from San Jose State, Steven Espinoza. Your starting pitcher tonight for the Raptors, wearing number 5, from Western Oregon, Josh Sandoval. Head coach for the Raptors is Chris Coda. Assistant coach, Ned Allen. Pitching coach is Tyler Raskin. And now let's welcome your mascot. He's awfully warm out there today. It's Rowdy the Raptor. Fans also please welcome our bat boy for tonight's game, sponsored by Holt Homes. The Raptors bat boy is 10-year-old Reed Larson from Union Wing School. Standing in home plate are tonight's umpires, as assigned by the West Coast League. Behind the plate tonight is Nick Hudlow. The base umpire is Elijah Fester. Fans, please be aware that a ball or bat may leave the playing field at any time and could enter the spectator areas. We remind you to please pay attention while you enjoy the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we're also honored tonight to have a first pitch. Representing Columbia Distributing, who are up here in the Bird's Nest tonight at the Home Plate Club, here's Kyle Brew. Kyle, pitch away, please. Kyle, you would not believe how much money is exchanging hands up here at the Home Plate Club right now. I don't know what kind of bets they have on you, but man, it is loud. Let's give Kyle another big hand. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag outside the left field fence as our on-field host, Serena Fector, leads us in our national anthem. Again, the Raptors would like to welcome Columbia Distributing here in the home plate club at the Bird's Nest. Also, we've got Moss Adams with us today and on the left Schwab left field platform. Also with us tonight are the Southwest Washington Adult Baseball League. And we want to give a special shout out to the FCA Lumberjacks. A 10-under Cal Ripken state champions from Woodland. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. And now let's give you Raptors a big hand as they take the video. We would also like to welcome a special drink from Sacred Heart.
This is Ridgefield Raptors baseball. The pregame show starts right now.
For the first time on the 2022 summer for the Ridgefield Raptors, they can garner a sweep. Well, they've had the opportunity to do before. They have not completed the job yet this summer. That can change tonight as the Ridgefield Raptors try to take all three games against the league's top team. Coming in with the best record, the Bellingham Bells. And Ridgefield has won the first two games. Game 3 of the three-game series is tonight. Thanks for joining us from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex and on the Ridgefield Raptors live stream. I'm Josh Warden, pleased to be with you for this July 14th affair between the Ridgefield Raptors and the Bellingham Bells. Let's get you the starting lineups first for the Bells, as penned in by their interim head coach Hayden Hastings. Leading off for Bellingham and playing first base from Washington State, Elijah Hainline. Batting second, the designated hitter from Columbia University, Cole Hage. Batting in the 3-hole, shortstop, is Christopher Campos. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Easton Amundsen. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Evan Overmars. Batting sixth for Bellingham, the second baseman from Nevada Reno, J.R. Freevey. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Jace Phelan from Washington State. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Toussaint Bythewood, headed to UCLA this year. And rounding out the 9 for Bellingham, the catcher from UW, Colin Blanchard. On the mound today for Bellingham is Trevin Hope, right-hander from Lewis Clark State. His counterpart today is Josh Sandoval. Out of Chaffey College, is transferring this year to Western Oregon University. And the Southpaw gets the start today for Chris Coda's squad as Ridgefield tries to get to 20-12 on the year and win their first and only series against Bellingham this summer. And could go for the sweep today. Josh Sandoval on the bump, ready to go. And the first pitch today taken just outside for a ball. And we are underway here in Game 3. Bellingham has dropped below 70% now. They came in the only team above 70% win rate this year. They still have a playoff berth already locked up. They're 21-10 now. Second pitch is a strike from Josh Sandoval, whereas Ridgefield, 19-12. Could get their 20th win today. They got their 20th win last year, July 21st. Could do it a week earlier than last year if they get that dub tonight. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Sandoval. Grounder past him and sharply hit into left center. And a base hit for Elijah Hainline. Had not gotten a hit since the top of the first inning, Game 1 of this series. And now leads off in the first with a single. And a man on for Bellingham here on this Thursday night finale. Bellingham wearing the gray uniforms today. Black batting helmets, gray tops and pants with the blue numerals. Ridgefield in the white pants, maroon jerseys, and breaking out new caps today. Maroon ball caps. Just got those. Now got a man picked off on the very next play. Hainline comes off the bag. Sandoval's going to make the put out. Picked him off and tagged him out on the same play. It's a 1-3-6-1 pickoff, and one pitch after, well, not even a pitch, just one sequence after Sandoval gives up a hit. He picks off Elijah Hainline. Second time this year that Josh Sandoval has picked off a runner. Both times it was before he even threw another pitch. He had given up a single about a week and a half ago, and before he even threw another pitch to the plate, there was 2 outs, and he just ended the inning, picked him off, same sort of thing. And a foul back from Hage. So 1 out here, and nobody on for Bellingham. Sandoval's got a crafty move. Being the southpaw, he can lift that leg up, and the runner doesn't know. Is he going home or is he coming to first? And Sandoval could do the opposite of what he originally intended to, as long as he steps toward home or first. I mean, he's not going to come home if he was expecting to pick off, but he could have, been pitching there, and then seeing the runner start to break, he could just step down, stick, slightly towards first and throw that way. That's a legal move, and he gets the pickoff. 1-1 the count now to Cole Hage with 1 away. Fastball that's fouled back. And strike 2 from Josh Sandoval. Sandoval spent 3 years at Chaffey College and headed to the D2 ranks this year at Western Oregon University. Originally from Rancho Cucamonga, which is where Chaffey College is located, a junior college down in California. It's from Etiwanda High School. 1-2 pitch, off speed, looped into right field. Prokes going back on it, fairly deep, nearly to the warning track, and running laterally, makes the grab. A few steps shy of the fence, and Cole Hage is retired. 2 down here in the first inning. Christopher Campos comes up next. A .238 hitter, is also an excellent pitcher for Bellingham, although he has not made an appearance on the mound this series. Right-handed batter steps in with 2 down and nobody on. First pitch fouled back. It's a good start for Sandoval. Gives up a single and gets a fly out and a pickoff in between. So 2 down and nobody on. So Ridgefield tries to take the first series sweep of the year. The 0-1 from Sandoval is on the inside corner for strike 1. As called by Nick Hudlow, our home plate umpire tonight. Elijah Bester is in the field today. Part of a 6-game homestand here for Ridgefield. Have another series that begins tomorrow against Springfield. The 0-2 pitch from Sandoval is hit high in the air to left field. Doyle Kane going back. Now he takes a step in and gets under it, makes a catch, and straight away left. It's a basically 1-2-3 inning for Sandoval. He faces the minimum. Gives up 1 hit, but picks him off right away and does not allow a run in the first. Ridgefield comes up in the bottom of the first. When we return, it's the Bellingham Bells 0 and the Ridgefield Raptors coming up.
Ridgefield Main Street supports the Raptors and is dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of downtown Ridgefield while advocating for its future. See you downtown and at ridgefieldmainstreet.com.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 1:05 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now, what are you waiting for? Apply today.
Ridgefield going into game 32 on the season. And a big one here, going for their first sweep and trying to take down Bellingham. Only 3 games they'll play against the Bells this whole summer. And so they could finish it out with as good of a record as they can get against the Bells after going 2-4 against Bellingham last year. And they for sure will have a winning record against the Bells this summer. But how good will it get, 2-1 or 3-0? That depends on today, as Jacob Sharp will lead off for Ridgefield. No score into the bottom of the first. Jacob Sharp leads off for the Raptors, and he's the catcher today. Batting second and playing short is Travis Welker. Batting third, the right fielder for the Raptors, Trent Prokes. The cleanup hitter and DH is Will Chambers. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Safea Mawai. Batting sixth and playing left field today, Doyle Kane. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Alex Sepulveda. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Nate Kirkpatrick. And then it's Steven Espinoza manning the hot corner. Jacob Sharp takes a pitch high and away. And it's ball one to Jacob out of UNLV, hitting .365 on the summer. Heck of a start for Jacob Sharp. The 1-0 pitch to him evens the count at 1-1. He's 4 for 7 on the series, a double and a home run, including that dinger yesterday. Now the next pitch to him is outside for ball 2. Home run yesterday in the 5th inning. Solo shot to lead off the frame. 101 miles an hour off the bat. Here's the 2-1 to Jacob. Swung on. Ground ball toward short. Campos waits for the second hop. Throws over to first. A little wide, but he does get him as Hainline kept his cleat on the bag. And it's a leadoff put out for Trevin Hope. Travis Welker will be the batter against the right-hander from Lewis Clark State, Trevin Hope, 6'5", 205-pounder, originally from Linden, Washington, and a transfer from Bellevue Community College. Pretty similar story to Eli Schubert, also pitches for LC State, as Welker's trying to bunt, places it down in front of the plate. Blanchard comes out from behind the dish. He cannot field it cleanly. It'll be a bunt single for Travis Welker. Legs it out, got back in the lineup today. Healthy, ready to go, and he certainly is pretty healthy. He bunts a single for himself and gets into first with a one-out base hit. It was right in between the mound and the plate, and had Blanchard made a great play on it, he could have gotten Welker out, but it would have required a quick pounce on it, field it cleanly, wing it to first accurately, and he just was in a rush and couldn't haul it in. Now it's Trent Prokes, the batter, with one out. He swings and fouls one away. 0-1 the count to Trent Prokes against Trevin Hope, who's 3-0 on the year, ERA of a whopping 0.59. This is his 6th start. He's gone over 30 innings, 30 strikeouts to just 3 walks. A batting average of 190 allowed. Throws back to first in Josh Sandoval form, trying to pick off the guy right after giving up the base hit, but Welker is safe. Sandoval went a scoreless top of the first, giving up one single, got a pick off and faced the minimum. Trevin Hope from the stretch, working against Trent Prokes. The 0-1 pitch to the right fielder, swung on, lined her into left center. That'll split the outfielders and might get to the wall. It might score Welker. He's getting to third, he gets the wave around. The cutoff throw, in fact, all the way from Bythewood is not nearly in time. And Travis Welker motors all the way from first. It's a one-out RBI double for Trent Prokes.
Thank you to Safeway and Albertsons for that donation to the Clark County Food Bank.
To the wall on a couple hops, and Travis Welker speeds around the bases and scores the go-ahead run. It's 1-0 Ridgefield in the first inning. Ridgefield has won both games of this series in comeback fashion. Today they take the first lead. Doesn't mean they won't need to come back. Like yesterday, they had the first lead, gave it up, then came back. Today they take an early lead. We'll try to hold on to it. As Will Chambers takes a ball, one out, and a runner on second after Trent Prokes gets the RBI double. Prokes' 6th double of the year and his 15th RBI. He's already hitting over 400, leading the league in batting average, and helps his case out. Now Will Chambers to the plate, takes a ball low. It's 2-0. Prokes is now 7 for 9 in the series, by the way, with 3 extra base hits, including a homer. Hoping to score his 6th run of the series, and we're just getting Game 3 started. 2 balls and no strikes to Will Chambers. 1 out and a 1-run lead for the Raptors in the first inning. Here comes Trevin Hope, a high fly ball to left field. Playable perhaps for Amundsen, working over in foul ground, and he is able to make the catch just a couple feet to the left of the line. And it's a foul out to the left fielder, 2 down here in the first. Safea Mawai, the batter, playing first base today, back in the lineup. Good to see him for the first time in 4 games. And Safea gets an at-bat here with 2 down and a runner on second. Well, Trevin Hope was coming off a great performance against Edmonton. He had gone 7 innings without a run allowed against the Riverhawks. Did not walk a batter, just 3 hits allowed in 7 innings. And a pitcher's duel, a 2-0 win. And he was the pitcher of record. The first pitch to Safea Mawai is taken on the outside for a strike. Trevin Hope has gone at least 5 2/3 innings every start this year, all 5 of them, and at most has allowed 1 earned run. And in most of the starts, he hasn't allowed any runs. Just 2 earned runs all year in 30 innings. Has now gone 31 innings, but allows a run here. Will that be the only one like he's done all year, or will Ridgefield post a crooked number? 0-1 pitch is roped down the right field line. It is going to be a crooked number. That'll score Trent Prokes from second. Safea Mawai has to sprint into second base, and he trades places with Trent Prokes. It's a 2-out RBI double for Safea Mawai. Welcome back, Safea. He puts 2 runs on the board. Ridgefield scores multiple runs in the first. Safea Mawai picks up his 4th double of the year, his 21st RBI. And now it's Doyle Kane to the plate. 2 runs on 2 doubles this inning. And 3 hits overall. Kane takes a pitch high and away. Trevin Hope, a 0.59 ERA coming in. And this is the first time all year that he has allowed multiple earned runs in a start. And we're just in the first inning here. Ridgefield jumps out quick on him. The 1-0 pitch to Doyle Kane is taken for a strike. He rarely walks a guy, and he hasn't done that here. It was just 3 clean base hits. Started out with a bunt single by Welker. But if you view that as a ticky-tack play, then consider the 2 doubles as stronger evidence of Ridgefield getting the barrel from Trevin Hope. Doyle Kane swings over the 1-1. Low 90s in the fastball from Trevin Hope, touch 93 there. Right-hander from Linden, Washington. Doyle Kane from St. Francis High School in Southern California. Spent 3 years so far at College of the Canyons in Santa Clarita. .360 batting average on the summer. Right-hand hitter batting 6th in this lineup for Ridgefield. 1-2 pitch is taken, low and away, ball 2. It's gone 3 for 9 in the series so far with 2 doubles on Tuesday. Scored a couple times this series. There's 3 RBIs against Bellingham so far. Safea Mawai taking a decent-sized lead from second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs in. The pitch to Doyle Kane, a high chopper to third base, fielded by Overmars. He has to throw quickly to first, and he does that and retires the side. Ridgefield picks up 2 extra base hits in the first inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on. And Ridgefield gets a very good start to this ball game against Trevin Hope. Josh Sandoval back to the mound. When we return through 1 inning of play, it's the Ridgefield Raptors 2 and the Bellingham Bells 0.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Good first inning for the Ridgefield Raptors here in Game 3 of this series. 2 runs for the Raptors, none for Bellingham, and now Josh Sandoval on the mound to face the cleanup hitter for the Bells. Easton Amundsen on the mound. Left-hand hitter from Lower Columbia College. Facing Josh Sandoval. The 0-1 pitch is swung on, fouled back. And an 0-2 count from Sandoval against Amundsen. Made his debut yesterday, went 2 for 4 with an RBI single in the 6th inning. Originally from Nampa, Idaho. Now trying to play catch-up with the Bells. We're down 2-0 in the 2nd inning. Slider that's down and away for ball 1 from Sandoval. 4-seam fastball, change-up, and curveball. Best command, that Sandoval says, is on the change. Here's the curveball that's hit high but not terribly deep to center field. Alex Sepulveda looking up into the blue sky, measures it, squeezes it, and records the out. 1 away in the 2nd inning, and Evan Overmars the batter. Josh Sandoval is making his 7th appearance on the year and his 5th start for the 6-foot-tall 194-pounder. Not a huge strikeout guy. He's gone over 20 innings now with just 9 strikeouts, 5 walks, average allowed of 233, the batting average. Now the first pitch to Overmars is fought off, foul. ERA coming in pretty good, 2.28 ERA for Josh Sandoval. Coming off one of his better performances on the year, went 4 scoreless innings at Yakima in the victory against the Pippins on Friday. In his last 11 innings, he has allowed just 1 run. And now make that last 12 innings, including the first inning today. Misses outside to Overmars to even the count, 1-1 with 1 out. As Greg Maddox said, the 1-1 pitch is the most important. Most important of any count. Here is the 1-1 from Sandoval. It's looped into right center field. Prokes coming in. It's too far for him, and it bounces in front for a single for Evan Overmars. A 1-out base hit for the Pierce College hitter into right center field. And the Bells have their second base runner of the day. J.R. Freethy will be the batter. 2-0 lead for Ridgefield. Halfway through the homestand. Trying to start 3-0 on what is the final 6-game homestand of the year. Ridgefield only has, following this week, 1 more 3-game home series all year. After this week, the first pitch to Freethy is at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Ridgefield hosts Bend later this summer. Also goes to Bend as the next road series. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. Ridgefield does have a couple home games against Corvallis. 2 of the 3 games of that series are at home. The 0-1 pitch is down, ball 1. And another 1-1 count. Maddox would say the 1-1 count's the most important, and statistically it backs him up. If the expected batting average of any particular count, most are pretty similar, but the biggest difference is between 2 balls and a strike versus 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a very big disparity. So the 1-1 pitch is important. This one fouled back, and Sandoval gets ahead. So you get ahead 2-1, and the expected batting average goes near 300, and it drops below 200 if you get behind 1 and 2. So critical for the 1-1 pitch for pitchers to get ahead or for hitters themselves. Same story. Now middle infield and double play combo. 1 out. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and roped foul. And good work by Freevey to stay alive. Comes in 7 for 40 on the year with 1 extra base hit from Rockland, California, and plays for Nevada Reno. Outfield playing him fairly deep. The wind blowing somewhat steadily out to right field. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out from Josh Sandoval. The leg kick and a fastball got him to swing and miss. Strike 3, first punch out of the day for Sandoval, and his 10th strikeout on the season. And it's the second out here in the 2nd inning. Now it's Jace Phelan. Plays for Washington State, headed there for his first season on the Palouse. Hails from Spokane Falls Community College, where he has spent the last couple of years playing in the NWAC. Now facing Josh Sandoval. 2 down, runner at first, and Phelan ropes a pitch towards first. Nice play by Safea Mawai. He gloves, takes his bare hand, slaps the bag, and ends the inning. An unassisted put out for Mawai. Belly flopping nearly right on the bag, and makes the out. as Josh Sandoval has gone just one over the minimum through 2 innings. Leaves one on the bases, 1 hit in this inning, and it's gone 2 scoreless innings so far. To the bottom of the second, it's Bellingham 0 and Ridgefield 2.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
Alex Sepulveda to lead off for the Ridgefield Raptors in the bottom of this second. Pretty good start for Ridgefield. 2 scoreless innings in the field and a 2-run first inning, and they'll try to add on to it here in the second. Thanks for joining us on the Raptors live stream as Sepulveda fouls off the first pitch from Trevin Hope. Sepulveda coming in, a .271 hitter, 2 doubles, 1 home run. 12 RBIs. Had a rare hitless game yesterday. His first start as a Raptor where he did not record a hit. The 0-1 to Sepulveda is popped up into shallow right field. Freevey going out. Phelan coming in. It's the right fielder, Phelan, who gets under to make the grab. And an inning opening fly out. And now Nate Kirkpatrick, the batter. Ridgefield leading at 2-0 in a big game. As Ridgefield has already notched its 8th series win of the year. Ridgefield on a good streak. They've won 6 of their last 7 series. Ironically, they lose. The only loss in that string was last series to the team with the lowest winning percentage, Yakima, as Kirkpatrick takes a strike. They follow up a series loss to Yakima, which had the lowest winning percentage, and they follow it up by beating Bellingham, which had the best winning percentage in the league. This is a 16-team league, so that's a lot of teams to be above or below in winning percentage. And Ridgefield loses to the bottom and beats the top, and that's just baseball sometimes. Kirkpatrick fouls one back to the netting. 0-2 the count to the incoming freshman at St. Mary's. 1 out, nobody on here in the second inning. Trevin Hope back to the wind and misses high, ball 1. Ridgefield 3-2 in the second half. If they win the second half, they could get the 2 seed in the playoffs. The 1 seed goes to the first half winner. The 1-2 breaking ball. Kirkpatrick loses his helmet as he swings through it. Strike 3. And Trevin Hope has his first strikeout of the day. 2 down here in the second. And Steven Espinoza is the batter.
Stepping up to the plate is number 12, your third baseman from
7 hits on the year, 42 at-bats. And Espinoza comes in with the bases empty and 2 down. 2-0 lead for the Raptors. First pitch is on the inside for a strike. Portland Pickles have been in first place in the league since Sunday. Corvallis had been in first basically the whole summer. But Portland on a hot streak. 0-1 pitch. Espinoza foul tips it into the glove. Good news is for Ridgefield. Although they're behind just barely to Portland and Corvallis, they have a winning record against both of those teams. The 0-2 to Espinoza's fouled away. So for tie-breaking purposes and just going into a series knowing, hey, we've beaten this team before, that's a good sign. Ridgefield came into the playoffs last year facing Corvallis, but they had been 0-6 against the Knights and got swept by Corvallis in the playoffs last year as Espinoza fights it away. But I have a feeling that if Ridgefield came into a playoff series against Corvallis this year, they would go a little differently because they're 2-1 against the Knights this year, have 1 more regular season series. That'll close the regular season. The 0-2 pitch to Espinoza. He again fights it back, foul ball. And he continues to battle here against Trevin Hope, not wanting to go quietly here in the second inning. 2 batters face and 2 outs for Hope this inning, but Espinoza has not been an easy foe. Another 0-2 pitch, this one in the dirt, ball 1. Trevin Hope, first time all year, has given up multiple runs in a ball game, and he gave up 2 in the first inning. Ridgefield getting out early. Now with the 1-2 pitch to Espinoza, swung on, line drive left center field. This will be base hit, maybe extras. Espinoza around first. It gets to the wall, and Espinoza gets to second. A 2-out double for Steven Espinoza, and the third extra base hit for the Raptors already.
Thank you again to Albertsons and Safeway.
Kept on fighting off pitch after pitch. He had fouled off 3 in a row, and finally on the 7th pitch of the at-bat, he doubles to the wall in left center. So one time through the order, Ridgefield facing a really good pitcher in Trevin Hope, and the Raptors have collected 4 hits, 3 of them doubles, and have scored 2 runs. Top of the order, Jacob Sharp comes up with 2 down. Hope to the plate, and Sharp gets under it, fouls it back, no play. And an 0-1 count to Jacob Sharp. Now 4 for 8 on the series, including its ground out last inning. Yesterday a double in the first inning to lead off, had a home run in the 5th inning to lead off. As Ridgefield came back to win that game with big help from the UNLV catcher Jacob Sharp. He's at the plate for the 0-1, swings a ground ball over the mound to Campos at short, has time to throw to first and retires Jacob Sharp, who has grounded out to the shortstop both at-bats today. This one strands a runner at second base. Ridgefield does not score in the second inning. Gets a 2-out double by Espinoza, but he is stranded there at second. We head to the 3rd inning here at the Rourke. It's the Raptors 2 and the Bellingham Bells yet to score.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
On Adidas giveaway night here in Ridgefield, some fans sporting the new water bottles, thanks to Adidas. The finale gets Bellingham. Ridgefield 2, Bellingham 0. Top of the 3rd coming up. It'll be Toussaint Bythewood to lead off against Josh Sandoval. Well, the good news for Ridgefield, they are chasing a couple teams in the Southern Division. There are 4 teams in the South that are all right log-jammed at the top. The good news is 4 teams get in, and so even if Ridgefield stays in 4th, which they are currently at, that's a playoff spot. But they hope to get a little higher, improve their status, the ranking, home field advantage, all that sort of stuff. And although on Tuesday, all 4 of those teams that are at the top of the Southern Division, they all won. So even though Ridgefield took down Bellingham on Tuesday, they did not gain any ground in the standings. But yesterday, Ridgefield and Portland both won, but Bend and Corvallis both lost. So Ridgefield made up a game against the Elks and the Knights. Still in 4th place, but by a slimmer margin now, really close to 2nd and 3rd place. And still only 2.5 games back of Portland, which is in 1st. Josh Sandoval kicks in the first pitch of the 3rd inning. Gets a big swing and a miss from Toussaint Bythewood. Right-hand hitter from Encino, California. High school graduate class of 2022. And headed south to UCLA. Incoming freshman for the Bruins. Leading off here in the 3rd. And the 0-1 pitch to Bythewood is a little bit high. And a 1-1 count. Ridgefield just 1 game behind Corvallis and Bend. So one more time where they beat Bellingham or any team in a day where Corvallis and or Bend loses, they'll jump into a tie. Been in fourth place of late. The 1-1 pitch is swung on. Soft tapper third base side and rolls foul. Steven Espinoza handling the hot corner today. Travis Welker at short. Nate Kirkpatrick at second base. Safea Mawai at first. Jacob Sharp is the catcher today. Doyle Kane out in left field. Alex Sepulveda in center. And Trent Prokes out in right. Mikey Kane gets the day off today. He'll be well rested, ready for tomorrow as Springfield comes to town. The 1-2 pitch from Sandoval. Breaking ball hit to right and a base hit. Lands in front of Prokes on a one-hopper single to lead off the third inning for Toussaint Bythewood. And he's now 6 for 21 on the year. A little single to right to lead off the third inning. Tying run coming to the plate for Bellingham. Colin Blanchard, the batter from University of Washington. So they've got 4 Pac-12 guys in a row in the order. From Phelan headed to Washington State. Bythewood headed to UCLA. Blanchard from UW. And then top of the order, Elijah Hainline from Washington State. The first pitch to Colin Blanchard is up, ball 1 from Josh Sandoval. Other news around the West Coast League, Yakima Valley won their 5th straight game yesterday. So I mentioned that Ridgefield had lost to the team with the worst record and then beat the team with the best record. Already winning the series against Bellingham. So the 1-0 pitch is outside, ball 2. But Yakima is no longer the worst team in the league in terms of win percentage. 5 straight wins for the Pippins. They beat Kamloops and sweep Kamloops. Victoria won 6-4 at Nanaimo in 12 innings. Edmonton beat Corvallis 3-1. There's the 2-0 from Sandoval, a changeup for a strike. Portland defeated Springfield 7-6, and Walla Walla demolished Bend 9-2. So Ridgefield hoping to make up some more ground here in the Southern Division, coming down the home stretch of the summer. Runner at first is Bythewood, taking his lead, being held on by Mawai. The 2-1 pitch is on the outer half, strike 2, 2-2, as Sandoval works back into the count. Ridgefield has a stretch later this season where they have to play 13 straight games without a day off. 2 weeks in a row where they actually have a Monday game, the only Monday of the year. It's a slurve. The curveball is hit towards third base, off the bag, a fair ball under Espinoza. Bythewood digging for third, and he gets there safely on a single down the third base line as Espinoza dove for it, couldn't corral it, and it bounced off the bag into left field. And so it's a no-out single for Colin Blanchard. The 8 and 9 hitters in the lineup both get base hits. And now it's runners on the corners for the Bells with the top of the order coming up. Elijah Hainline will be the batter, who singled in his first at-bat. And now it's nobody out. Runners on the corners for Bellingham. A 2-0 lead for the Raptors here in the finale. Hainline from Washington State, right-handed batter. 12 RBIs on the year. First pitch to him is taken at the knees and just below the kneecaps, ball 1. Hainline singled to left center field to begin this ballgame. First batter of the day, and was promptly picked off. But here a single, even if he gets picked off, would still score a run. The 1-0 pitch and a pickoff move over to first, but does not get the same reaction from Blanchard. Hainline got caught in a pickle in the first inning, right after his single, and was tagged out by Sandoval. Tagged out the batter he had just given up a hit to. The 1-0 pitch, Hainline gets under it to shallow center field. Welker working back, and he makes the catch. Bythewood bluffs, takes a few steps, but Welker, too smart for that, does not fall for it and does not induce a throw. And so an unproductive pop out for Elijah Hainline. And there's one out here in the third. Big out. Now a double play could end the inning. And one out closer to getting out of it. Sandoval now will face Cole Hage, a .377 hitter out of Columbia University. Right-hand slugger steps in. One out, runners on the corners. Sandoval begins the at-bat with the curveball inside for a ball. Want to know the count as Sandoval gives up back-to-back hits to begin this inning. And stranded a runner in scoring position, or a runner at first last inning, but now runners on first and third. That pitch misses low. It's 2-0 to Cole Hage, who went 1 for 4 Tuesday. And his only start of the series so far until today. Outfield playing him basically straight up. Sepulveda shaded to left center. He's the center fielder. The 2-0 pitch to Hage is hit high in the air to right field and will get out of the field of play. Nate Kirkpatrick giving it a good run towards the right field side, but no chance for Nate. And it'll be a 2-1 count to Cole Hage. Hey fans, want to remind you that Wings Beer Sports, find that at Buffalo Wild Wings. They're a proud sponsor of the Raptors. Stop in on Thursdays for buy one, get one free on boneless wings. We are Buffalo Wild Wings. Well, 2 on for the Bells, 1 out. Tying run at first. The 2-1 pitch is swung on, grounded to third. Espinoza thinks about home, goes to second. The turn from Kirkpatrick is, did he say out or safe? Now Elijah Bester, I thought he put both hands in an out form. He kind of did both, and he's going to ask for help from Nick Hudlow. If it's a double play, it ends the inning. If not, then it's a run scored, and they say double play, inning over, and no runs come in. A 5-4-3 twin killing, and Josh Sandoval gives up back-to-back base hits to open the inning, then gets a pop-out and a double play. No damage done. No runs in the third on 2 hits. 1 left on third base, and no runs. We head to the bottom of the third. 2-0, Ridgefield in front.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Nice sequence from Josh Sandoval to close out the top of the third. There's runners on the corners, nobody out, and he gets out of it without a run scored, cleaning up his own mess. A pop out and then a 5-4-3 double play. And even that double play was a little questionable with the umpire in the field originally calling out and safe at the same time, and then with help made the correct call. Double play. Inning over. Now Travis Welker to lead off in the bottom of the third. Ridgefield leading 2-0 in this contest, and the infielder from Fresno State at the plate. Trevin Hope comes home, and a foul ball by Welker. Hard hit down the left field side. And a 1-1 count to Welker, who has reached in 11 of the last 12 games at least one time, including a bunt single today. He's 1 for 1. The 1-1 pitch is fouled back, and Welker behind 1-2. Showed some good speed. He drag bunted and sprinted to first in time, and then scored from first on the base hit by Trent Prokes. Barely a chance to catch his breath. It's the very next batter. A slider that cuts across the zone and ends up outside for a ball. That was back in the first inning when Travis Welker scored. And it was on the first pitch, and so Welker, like I said, barely a chance to catch his breath after the bunt. Now the 2-2 pitch, hard hit grounder to Overmars. The third baseman up with it on one bounce. Throws to first, also on one bounce, but fielded by Hainline. And it's a ground out to begin the third inning. Still 2-0 lead for the Raptors, and now Trent Prokes come to the plate with the bases empty. Ridgefield hitting really well against the Bells. Bellingham coming in with the best ERA of all 16 teams in the league. They were best. The Ridgefield has totaled 30 hits between the first 2 games of the series, 15 in each of them. Trent Prokes, who's accounted for a good portion of them, the league leader in batting average, has 7 hits on the series, including a double today. The 0-1 pitch to Trent is swung on, fouled back. Ridgefield hitting .390 as a ball club coming into today in this series between the first 2 games, and an .818 slugging. .818 slugging percentage. That's just absurd. 0-2 pitch is outside, ball 1. For reference, the best slugging percentage in the league by any player is about .720, and that is a Ridgefield Raptor. Jacob Sharp is first. But .818 as a team is just absurd. 2-1 pitch, Proke swings over it, and strike 3 on Trent, a rare punch out. He'll bring up Will Chambers with 2 down. And the base is empty in a 2-0 ball game.
Coming to the plate is the summertime unofficial mayor of Ridgefield.
So Will Chambers, switch hitter, gets Trevin Hope, the right-hand pitcher. Chambers flew out to the left fielder in his first at-bat. Now in his second AB, thinks about swinging, holds back on a pitch called a strike. And 0-1 the count, 2 down. As Trevin Hope gave up 2 runs in the first, gave up a double in the second, but stranded him. Now the 0-1 to Chambers, a ground ball right side, running over his hang line. He fields. The first baseman flips back to Hope, and the 6'5" righty runs across the bag and makes the putout. A 3-1 ground out, and Trevin Hope goes 1-2-3 through the Raptors lineup, and a tough part of the lineup. 2, 3, 4 hitters, and he retires them all. A scoreless inning in the third. We are done with the first third of this ball game. It's Ridgefield 2 and Bellingham 0 to the 4th inning after this.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Josh Sandoval back to the mound here for the Ridgefield Raptors in the 4th inning. Through 3 from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex from Ridgefield, Washington. The Bellingham Bells have no runs on 4 hits, no errors. And the Ridgefield Raptors with 2 runs on 4 hits and no errors. So Sandoval will face the 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Bells. Christopher Campos, Easton Odmondson, and Evan Overmars. As the Bells trying to come back from a 2-0 deficit. They got down yesterday, 1-0, came back to take a 2-1 lead. Then Ridgefield came back to take a lead of their own again and held on to that one. Final score yesterday, 12-3 in Game 2 of the series. Sandoval fires on the first pitch and gets a strike on Christopher Campos. Ridgefield with 12 runs on 15 hits yesterday, and have outscored Bellingham 27-10 this series, including today. The 0-1 pitch, grounder left side. Espinoza dives and cannot corral it cleanly. And Campos into first with an infield single. As Espinoza would have had a really tough play, even if that had stayed in his webbing, to get up and throw to first. Maybe had a chance, but dives and it pops out of his glove. And we'll go for a single for Christopher Campos. So Easton Amundsen comes up. Josh Sandoval is allowed the leadoff man to reach on a base hit 3 of the 4 innings today. Has not given up a run, however. A changeup catches the outside corner, running back in over the plate to Easton Amundsen. Good little arm side tail action from Sandoval. Come back towards a left-hand hitter like Amundsen. Won't necessarily throw the changeup as much to a lefty, but he does flip one in there on the first pitch to Easton. Now throws the breaking ball low. Ball 1-1-1. Runner on first is Campos. With nobody out here in the 4th inning, Sandoval gave up back-to-back hits to open the 3rd. Then a pop out, then a double play. And so the run from 3rd did not count. The 1-1 pitch from Sandoval hit down the left field side. Fair ball and a base hit. Campos will round second and stop there. Kane gets the ball back into 3rd quickly. And so it's runners in 1st and 2nd. 2nd inning in a row, the Bells have gotten singles on the first 2 hitters. Can they cash in and get a run off of Sandoval? It's up to Evan Overmars and company. Sandoval is facing Elijah Hainline with runners. That time it was runners in the corners. This time runners in 1st and 2nd. Nobody out in both cases. Got Hainline to pop out, and Cole Hage, who's hitting nearly 400 on the year, got him to ground into a double play. But now he's got to try to do something similar. Nobody out, 2 on. Tying run at first. Sandoval throws and a foul ball high down the right field line. Overmars singled in his 2nd inning at bat. Just his 2nd AB of his Bells career. Got 1 plate appearance yesterday in his debut. Came in as a defensive replacement and then got an at bat. He struck out in the 9th inning against Easton Culp as the Raptors closed out the blowout victory. Won 13-7 on Tuesday. Won 12-3 yesterday. 0-1 breaking ball drops through the zone and ends up low for ball 1-1-1. And Jacob Sharp jogs out from behind the plate to discuss matters with Josh Sandoval. Yesterday, Ridgefield pitching pretty filthy. Just 3 runs allowed, 14 strikeouts yesterday. 8 of them by Cooper Rons, who delivered a really strong start. He's 3-0 now. Cooper Rons got the win last night. And Ridgefield as a team is 4-0 when Cooper Rons starts. Now it's up to Josh Sandoval to put the team in good position. Ridgefield leads at 2-0. 1-1 pitch is down and in. Ball 2 from Sandy. Ridgefield also comes into today's action with 13 extra base hits in the first 2 games. Really healthy. All series against Yakima, they just won. Kind of a gift double in the last game of that series. Here's the 2-1 from Sandoval. Hit foul down the right field line. But after just 1 double against Yakima, all 3 games total, Ridgefield with 13 extra base hits between the first 2 games. And then they picked up 2 more doubles in the first inning today, another double in the second. So 3 more extra base hits today. 16 extra base hits this series after only 1 last series. And that's against the team with the best ERA in the league coming into the series. Granted, here at the Rourke, it's a more of a hitter-friendly ballpark, but still. Here's the 2-2 pitch, high, over Sharp to the backstop, and both runners will advance to 2nd and 3rd, and that loads the count 3-2, and Sharp again comes out to chat with Sandoval. 2nd mound visit of the game, 2nd mound visit of the inning, 2nd mound visit of this at-bat. Josh Sandoval had 2 strikes on Overmars, but now the count is full. Runners in 1st and 2nd, still nobody out here in the 4th inning. Tying run and scoring position for the Bells. Overmars, the 3rd baseman, his 3rd at-bat as a Bellingham Bell, and his biggest one so far. 2 on, nobody out. There's the payoff from Josh Sandoval, well high, ball 4. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. There is some activity out in the bullpen. Looks like Harrison Howell is throwing. In the 4th inning, Josh Sandoval trying to give some length for Ridgefield. And struggling here in the 4th. J.R. Freevey, the batter, out of Nevada Reno, struck out against Sandoval the first time. The only punch out that Josh has gotten today. was J.R. Freevey, who's 7 for 41 on the summer. The first pitch to J.R. is way outside, ball 1. Wind blowing out to right field here in the 7 o'clock hour in Ridgefield. Sunset steadily moving up every day a little bit. Used to be about 9:10 p.m., but now it's before 9 o'clock. And now third mountain visit of the inning, and the first one by a coach. Chris Kuda will come out to chat with Josh Sandoval. He only gets 6 per game, and Ridgefield has used half of them between the last 2 batters. And Chris Kuda comes out to have a conversation with Josh Sandoval just to make sure everything's okay. And even Mason Treeseyes, the trainer, has walked out onto the field. Harrison Howell continues to warm up out in left field. Josh Sandoval is going to stay in. Mason Treeseyes, the trainer, does a great job. Didn't actually come out to chat with Sandoval, just came out on the field in case he was needed. But Sandoval gives the green light. He's going to try to get through here in the 4th inning. Nobody out, bases loaded, a 2-run lead for the Raptors. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It is a ball 2. Maybe missed high. It wasn't much, but 2-0 count to J.R. Freevey. Outfield playing fairly deep, especially the corner outfielders. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and it's popped up. It looks like it'll tail into the seats. Safea Mawai running for it, but it will get beyond the field of play. But it is a strike on the board, 2-1. Corner outfielders playing deep, corner infielders playing in, middle infielders playing back and towards the bag. They will trade a ground ball towards the middle infielders for a run. They might get a double play out of it. Corner infielders playing even with the bags, they'd probably throw home on a ground ball. 2-1 pitch is popped up. This will stay in the field of play. Tailing towards the right field side, Trent Prokes underneath it. He makes the grab. The runner from third starts to tag and holds. And it's an unproductive out, no sac fly. J.R. Freevey retired, 1 away in the 4th. Bellingham not wanting to make the same mistake they did twice yesterday. 2 outfield assists by the right fielder. Now, it wasn't Trent Prokes, although he does have a good arm. It was Jacob Sharp yesterday, who's now the catcher. Made 2 throws from right field, both of them in time to get a runner trying to score. One on a sac fly attempt, the other on a base hit. The runner came around from second both times. Jacob Sharp gunned him down from right field. Now with 1 out and a slider to Jace Phelan. Left-hand hitter out of the Spokane area, technically from Otis Orchards, Washington, right near Spokane. And spent the last couple years for Spokane Falls, transferring to Washington State this year. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded for Bellingham. Sandoval's fastball low. Sharp can't find it, and now he finally sees it. Nobody advances on the play. Sandoval sprinted home to make sure that the runner from third, Campos, couldn't score on the sequence. Josh Sandoval really trying to get through it here. He has not allowed a run in his last 14 innings. Or pardon me, just 1 run. His last 14 innings, 1 run allowed. Not a ton of strikeouts there, just 4 in that span. Here's the 2-0 pitch, way outside, past Sharp. Campos starts to run home, and now the trail runner didn't realize they didn't advance. They've got him in a pickle if they want. Throw down to first. Got to make sure Campos from third doesn't run. He's standing by third. Now they got him picked off. Kirkpatrick applies the tag. And a base running blunder by Evan Overmars, who saw Campos start to run, then put his head down and ran to second, not realizing that Campos had stopped. And so Overmars is put away at first base. Good job by the infielders to make sure that Campos didn't break for home on the sequence, or else he could have scored while they were paying attention to Overmars between first and second. All around, great defense by the Raptors, and they get an out. 2 down. Chase Phelan takes the pitch again well outside, and ball 4. And so that Overmars play takes away a run, essentially, as that walk now loads up the bases instead of scoring a run. Would have been an RBI for Jace Phelan, and now it's Toussaint Bythewood, the batter, with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Can Sandoval work out of a crazy jam? And he'll need some help. Chris Cota comes out to make a pitching change. And they're going to go to Harrison Howell to try to get out of it with 2 down, bases loaded. And a 2-0 lead for the Raptors. Goes down as a 2-3-6-1 put out. Not a caught stealing, not a wild pitch. It's not a pickoff either. Just a put out. And Josh Sandoval walks off the mound. Still no runs allowed, but that could change depending on what Harrison Howell can do. He comes in with the bases loaded, 2 outs to face Toussaint Bythewood, the incoming freshman at UCLA. Take a quick break while Harrison Howell warms up. Comes back Ridgefield with a 2-0 lead. Can they hold on to it in the fourth?
A 380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started, 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors!
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Applies to passenger cars, SUVs, and light trucks only.
Big opportunity for Harrison Howell here in the fourth inning as Ridgefield tries to make a magical escape here in the fourth. Came in with a 2-0 lead into this inning. And if Harrison Howell can provide the support here in the fourth, it would be quite the 2-inning stretch where Josh Sandoval gave up back-to-back base hits in back-to-back innings to open up each frame. Gave up a leadoff single in the third, and then another base hit to put runners on the corners, nobody out, and didn't give up a run. A pop out that did not advance any runner, and then a double play. Then in the fourth inning, singles back-to-back to open the frame, plus a walk to load the bases, nobody out. But then a pitch that got to the backstop, and the runner from first got at a pickle as the first two runners did not advance, but the runner from first looked down, didn't realize they weren't running, so he got picked off. Well, not a pickoff, but just a 2-3-6-4 put out, then a fly out, or that was after the fly out, then a walk to reload the bases. So now it's Toussaint Bythewood against the Hood River native Harrison Howell, most recently pitched at the University of Portland, making his 8th appearance on the year. And with 2 down, bases loaded. Big opportunity for Harrison. Comes home and misses outside, ball 1 to Bythewood, who was the guy who started this whole sequence last inning. When I mentioned back-to-back singles to open up the third, Bythewood had the leadoff single. And he was running home at the end of the inning, but a double play canceled out his run. The 1-0 pitch from Harrison Howell is swung on, liner into right field, and a base hit. It will score at least one, and just one, as Amundsen stops at third. Campos scores, and the Bells are on the board with an RBI single by Toussaint Bythewood. That run charged to Josh Sandoval, and so Ridgefield cannot get out of the inning like they did last time. Still have the lead, but now the tying run at third. Colin Blanchard, the batter. With bases loaded, 2 down. Now it's Amundsen to third and Phelan to second. First pitch to Colin is fouled away. So an 0-1 count from Harrison Howell. Pitched 1 inning against Yakima Valley, gave up 2 runs, trying to come back with a better performance here against the Bells. It's given up 1 run, not charged to him, but if he could limit here, go away with the lead, that would still be pretty good. The 0-1 pitch from Harrison, off speed upstairs, ball 1. Blanchard singled in the third inning and was put out on the double play. Just his 10th at-bat of the year and his 4th game for the Bells. Sophomore from University of Washington. 1 ball and 1 strike from Harrison Howell. His next pitch is up, ball 2. Howell's from Hood Rivers, living closer to the area with his Ridgefield teammate Sawyer Parkin, living with Sawyer's family, who's from the Vancouver area. Howell playing most recently for Portland, now pitching in Ridgefield. 2-1 pitch, fouled right back, and a 2-2 count. Howell 1 strike away from leaving the bases loaded. Harrison with a 4-seam fastball, 2-seamer, and a slider and a change. Added a curve recently. Throws the slider just like his 2-seamer, just kind of torques it differently. Wants to sit low 80s on that slider if he can, and put in the fastball high 80s to 90. Here's the 2-2 pitch, yanked low, ball 3. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded in a 1-run game. Critical moment here in the 4th inning. Harrison Howell just got to throw a strike here. Not a fat one, obviously, but a walk doesn't help you at all. Would bring up the top of the order with the bases still loaded. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Harrison Howell. Swung on, popped up, foul, and we'll do it all over again. Colin Blanchard stays alive. The Ladera Ranch, California native. The outfield playing pretty deep, especially in right field. Nate Kirkpatrick standing at the back of the infield turf, same for Welker, the shortstop. Corner infielders playing behind the bags. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ridgefield protecting a 1-run lead. Full count. Harrison Howell kicks. The pitch is swung on and missed. Harrison Howell gets out of it with the punch out. 1 run does come in, but the lead is intact. 1 run on a whopping 4 hits in the inning, plus a walk, 3 hits and 2 walks. And Ridgefield gets out of it with the lead. 2-1. The Raptors lead it into the bottom of the 4th.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, career retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Bottom of the 4th inning for the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Ridgefield playing with fire a little bit the last couple innings on the mound. After runners in the corners, nobody out in the 3rd inning, and then bases loaded, nobody out in the 4th. And between those 2 innings, just 1 run comes in. Ridgefield with a 2-1 lead, but some run support would be pretty nice here for the Raptors, who maybe can keep on getting out of jams, but who knows? There's still 5 more innings for the Bells to come up and hit today, and so we'll probably need to score more than 2 runs. Safea Mawai will lead off for the Raptors here in the 4th inning. 2-1 the advantage, and the Hilo, Hawaii native will lead off, carrying his .327 batting average on the year. And already got his 4th double. Now he slices this one foul to begin the bottom of the 4th. Trevin Hope back on the mound. We are still in triples watch here in Ridgefield. 74 triples on the year around the West Coast League, none of them by a Ridgefield Raptor. They're the top team in the league in slugging percentage, just not any triples. Safea Mawai grounds the 1-0-1 pitch up the middle, trips coming out of the box, and he still is safe at first. The second baseman, Freethy, threw on the run, and Hainline came off the bag, and Mawai gets in for a single. And Safea Mawai, despite tripping out of the box, still gets to first, and a leadoff base hit. Wild sequence, but he's in there on an infield single. So Doyle Kane, the batter.
Now stepping into the batter's box is your left fielder, Doyle Kane.
One on and nobody out for the Raptors. First pitch to Doyle is in the turf for a ball. Doyle grounded out to in the first inning. Ridgefield took a 2-0 lead in the first, have not scored since. Doyle 3 for 10 on the series. Facing Trevin Hope for a second time here. Alex Sepulveda on deck. The 1-0 from Trevin Hope is at the knees for strike 2. Doyle Kane on an 8-game hit streak and has scored 8 runs in the last 8 games and has 13 hits in that span. Heck of a stint for Doyle Kane. The 1-1 pitch to him is taken inside, ball 2. And even the 13 hits in 8 games is really good, but it's not even that much higher than what his batting average was. It raised slightly to .360. But he was already well over the 300 mark. The 2-1 pitch to Doyle Kane is outside, ball 3. Trevin Hope has not walked a batter today. And in 33 innings on the season, he has walked just 3. Averages less than 1 walk per 9 innings. But he is behind 3-1 to Doyle Kane. Mawai is running, hit and run, a bouncer and foul on the third base side. And Mawai put his hands up at second base saying, I got to walk back to first base. Got a good jump there. And Safea Mawai will have to go back to first on the hit and run. That loads the count full. 3-2 the count to Doyle Kane. 2 first basemen in the game right now. Doyle and Safea Mawai go back-to-back in the order. Doyle actually playing left field today, but primarily a first baseman. Safea is playing first. Now the runner at first. 3-2 pitch, he's going again. Ground ball left side. Campos will backhand. A jump throw to first. Kane beats it out. And now Mawai trying to get to third. The tag is in time. And Mawai gets thrown out, trying to steal 90 feet. And so Ridgefield basically just gets an out there. It was runner at first, nobody out. And now it's runner at first, 1 out. And Safea Mawai tries to steal. I mean, you see Campos making that jump throw, and you think maybe there's not enough juice on the throw, and you can get to third by the time that toss goes across to first. And then Hainline throwing back over to Overmars, but Mawai is put out at third base. Doyle will still get credit for a single there.
Alex Sepulveda.
On an infield base hit to the shortstop. Sepulveda, the hitter, fouls off the first one. 1 out, 1 on. Ridgefield leading this contest by a score of 2-1 here on the series finale. And last game that these two teams will play unless they meet in the championship. 1-1 the count to Alex Sepulveda and takes it for a ball. And now Kane starting to think about going to second, but makes the wise choice to hold as that ball did not get too far away. Ridgefield really hoping to sweep this series. Have not done that all year. They've not been swept. They have not swept any team. Bellingham has not been swept by any team. So if Ridgefield wins this game, it would be a first on multiple levels. 1-1 the count to Sepulveda. Breaking ball that falls in. Strike 2. Now, Ridgefield coming off a series loss to Yakima, so a sweep would be really big. The 4 series prior to Yakima, Ridgefield did the exact same thing. They won the first 2 games and lost the third. Did that 4 times in a row. There's the 1-2. Sepulveda swings under it. Strike 3. And there's 2 down here in the 4th inning. A little bit of what Bellingham did. They had back-to-back hits in 2 consecutive innings to lead off those innings and scored just 1 run between the 2 frames. Ridgefield gets back-to-back hits to start the 4th, but have not scored a run yet, and it's 2 outs, just a runner at first. After a runner thrown out on the base paths during Doyle Kane's single. Nate Kirkpatrick, the batter, takes the first pitch outside. From Langley, British Columbia, in the roster. Although technically, from White Rock, British Columbia. He'll just say Langley to make it easier. But I'll say White Rock. 1-0 pitch is high, ball 2. Still at 92 miles an hour from Trevin Hope. I mentioned that Ridgefield went 4 series in a row. It was the Portland series where they won the first 2 games, lost the third. Did the same thing against Victoria. Then again, Portland again, and then against Corvallis. 2-0 pitch is outside, ball 3 to Kirkpatrick. 2-1 lead for the Raptors here in the 4th. So Ridgefield 4 series in a row had a chance of the sweep and went 0 for 4 in those chances. Still won each series, so it's a good streak, but just a frustrating finish to each of those. The 3-0, and Kirkpatrick takes it for a strike. 2 of those games in the finales were 1-run losses. Came ever so close to the sweep. The other losses by 5 runs and 3 runs. So none of them blowouts, but they went 0 for 4 in sweep opportunities. Today is chance number 5. Kirkpatrick fouls it back, and the count is full. Bellingham, for their own part, has not been swept in a series. They also have not even had the chance to be. They had not gone 0-2 to start a series until this week. So they have not even played in a Game 3 where they could be swept until this series. Here's the payoff to Kirkpatrick. It is inside, ball 4. Doyle Kane gets to scoring position. And Kirkpatrick walks with 2 outs. And Steven Espinoza will be the batter. Second at-bat of the day. He slashed a ball to the left center wall in the second inning for a double, but was stranded there as with 2 outs, and the next batter got out. This time he's got 2 on, 2 down. Bottom of the 4th, Ridgefield up by a run. First pitch to him is a check swing, and foul tapped it behind home plate. Now he doubled to left center, but the outfielders are playing him to hit that same way. They don't expect him to do the same thing. Center fielder Bythewood playing towards right center field. And the left fielder Amundsen playing in straightaway left. So the biggest hole in the outfield is right where Espinoza put his first base hit. 360 to the power alleys here at the Rourke. 310 down the lines. 0-1 the count from Trevin Hope. 2 aboard, 2 down. Next pitch is a breaking ball, eye level, ball 1. Steven Espinoza, 8 for 43 on the summer. 2 doubles, a home run, 7 RBIs. Playing his 17th game in a Raptors uniform. Puts the bat over his right shoulder, and the 1-1 pitch is low, ball 2. He's ahead in the count. Plays for San Jose State. Comes up from from California to play for Ridgefield. And for the summer of 2022, big at-bat here with a 1-run lead. 2 down, 2 on. The 2-1 pitch he chases and fouls it back. Would have been high for ball 3. Evens the count at 2-2. And even though it would have been outside the strike zone, if you like a pitch and you know you can make contact on it, not the worst thing in the world. And he was on time with it, just fouled it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. A 1-run lead for the Raptors. The pitch to Espinoza swings and misses, strike 3, and the inning is over. Trevin Hope gives up 2 singles to start the inning, but a runner thrown out at third trying to advance on the single, and no runs come in with 2 strikeouts on the inning as well. We head to the 5th inning here at the Rourke. It's the Bellingham Bells 1 and the Ridgefield Raptors 2.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, careers retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Harrison Howell got the final out of last inning, leaving the bases loaded. And now he will start a fresh inning in the fifth. University of Portland right-hander looking for a new home. He's actually in the transfer portal, but most recently for the Pilots and now pitching for the Ridgefield Raptors. Howell on the mound will be facing the top of the order with a 2-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors, top of the fifth. Nearly faced the top of the order last inning, had a 3-2 count on Colin Blanchard, and a walk would have scored a run, brought the top of the order up. He struck him out, and now gets to face the top of the order with the bases empty. Top half of the fifth inning, and Harrison Howell to the plate. First pitch roped foul past the light pole in the left field. Pretty hard hit, but just strike one to Elijah Hainline. Is 1 for 2 on the day, now facing Harrison Howell for the first time after Josh Sandoval exited last inning. 1-run lead for the Raptors. Harrison Howell works from the stretch at all times, throws the slider, gets a foul tip and a strike. So the final line for Josh Sandoval, pretty decent start. Not a ton of length, but fairly effective in his final numbers. 3 2/3 innings. Did give up 6 hits, but scattered them. Gave up just 1 run. 2 walks, 1 strikeout. It's not overpowering stuff, but most importantly, not a lot of runs come in, and he exits with a lead. The next pitch from Howell is low to make it 1-2. Ridgefield has a couple guys like that, Sandoval and Ron, to go back-to-back in the starting pitcher lineup, where they don't strike a ton of guys out. It's not just overpowering stuff, but they don't allow a lot of runs. As Howell misses just below the zone, ball 2 to Elijah Hainline. Similar to Jace Phelan, he's also from the Spokane area in Meade, Washington. Plays for Washington State. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It is inside, ball 3. And Harrison Howell, who is ahead 0-2, now is facing Hainline with a full count. Leadoff man here in the fifth. Howell comes set for a big pitch here. The payoff to the leadoff man. Howell kicks and a fastball hit towards third, bounces off Espinoza, recollects, throws across in time. Espinoza doesn't get phased by the carom. Bounced off his chest and did a good job of sticking with it. And Espinoza makes the play. Brings up Cole Hage with 1 away. Hage has a fly out to right center field and then hit into an inning-ending double play in the third. Espinoza started it. Those runners in the corners, 1 out. Hit a ground ball to Espinoza, a 5-4-3 DP. Hage takes a breaking ball away for ball 1. So Hage 1 for 6 on the series. Hitting .377 on the summer. 3 home runs for the Columbia University Slugger. The 1-0 offering is hit hard to center field. Will bring Sepulveda back, but has a play on it. A couple steps behind his original position, but he makes the catch. 2 outs here in the fifth inning. And a good appearance so far for Harrison Howell. He's made 7 appearances on the year coming in. Only one of them had been scoreless. His debut, he gave up 1 unearned run. Every other time he had given up an earned run, save for a scoreless inning at Portland. Here's the first pitch, a ground ball towards second base off the bat of Campos. Kirkpatrick fields, throws on the run, and gets the out. Quick inning for Harrison Howell. His second appearance so far where he has allowed no runs to this point. And he goes 1-2-3 in the fifth. Good pitching by the Hood River native. And the Raptors maintain the lead. 2-1 is the score. We're halfway through this contest, bottom of the fifth. After this.
Ridgefield Main Street supports the Raptors and is dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of downtown Ridgefield while advocating for its future. See you downtown and at ridgefieldmainstreet.com.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 1:05 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now, what are you waiting for? Apply today.
Bottom of the 5th inning here for the Ridgefield Raptors. Trevin Hope still on the mound. And a 2-1 lead for Ridgefield, trying to extend that advantage. Jacob Sharp takes a strike to begin the home half of the 5th. Third time facing Trevin Hope. Probably the last time through the order for Trevin. 0-1 pitch, a check swing. And on appeal, no swing. And a 1-1 count to Jacob Sharp. Comes in leading the league in slugging percentage, well over 700. For the California High School and La Mirada High School product. 1-1 pitch, swings and does not get it. Originally at California High and switched schools because of the superior baseball program at La Mirada. Became an outfielder once he went there, outfielder and pitcher. And actually originally committed to a college as a pitcher. Was his first offer and commitment. As Jacob Sharp fouls it away. It's 1-2. Leadoff man here in the 5th. The first school he committed to was University of Hawaii. Jacob Sharp was going to go to Honolulu, was the plan out of high school. 1-2 pitch, swing, and a high fly ball to right field. Phelan going back to the warning track. Kiss it goodbye. Hit that one halfway to Honolulu. Jacob Sharp gets another dinger. His 8th of the year. The Raptors lead it 3-1. Touch 'em all, Jacob Sharp.
The Hope Homes tail the tape. That ball came off the bat at 89 miles an hour, 33-degree angle.
Jacob Sharp with a dinger, 338 feet. Just 89 miles an hour off the bat. He didn't have to club it. He just had to get it into the jet stream and it left the yard to right field. And that was Travis Welker, the batter. Ridgefield leading at 3-1. Welker's trying to bunt again and fouls it away into the netting. Has a base hit bunt earlier today, but this one goes foul, and Welker behind 0-1. Jacob Sharp led off the 5th inning yesterday with a home run. He leads off the 5th inning today with a home run. History repeats itself. Travis Welker takes a ball high, 1-1. Speaking of history repeating itself, how about what Ridgefield did in the 5th inning, first couple games, and they're on their way to doing it again today. As Welker takes another ball high, 2-1. In both 5th innings, Game 1 and Game 2 of the series, Tuesday and Wednesday, Ridgefield scored 5 runs on 5 hits with 2 home runs. Exact same thing in the 5th inning, both games. As Welker takes a strike, it's 2-2. And what does Ridgefield do to lead off the 5th inning today? A home run. So you just need 1 more home run and 4 more hits this inning. You're on your way. 2-2 pitch. Welker bounces it off the mound into center field. And a base hit for Travis Welker with 2 strikes. He was trying to bunt earlier, and he gets the base hit he wanted, albeit by a different method. No problem for the Santa Ynez native. Travis Welker singles. Now Ridgefield just needs 3 more hits and 1 more home run and 4 more runs to repeat what they've done in the 5th inning, both games of the series coming in. Trent Prokes had a double in the 5th inning Tuesday and a go-ahead RBI in the 5th inning yesterday. First pitch to him, ground ball towards short. Campos glove, steps on the bag, wings to first in time, double play. A 6-3 Twin killing. And Welker is retired at second, Prokes down at first. And 2 down after the home run. A double play to clean things up for the Bells. Good play by Campos with the assist and the putout. Will Chambers, the batter, with the bases empty and 2 down.
Now stepping up to the plate is your designated
Ridgefield came into the 5th inning yesterday down by a run. Chambers takes a strike. Jacob Sharp hit a home run to lead off to tie it. Then Austin Cavanis singled, Mikey Kane singled, and then Trent Prokes, who was hitting cleanup yesterday, had the go-ahead RBI, base hit. 0-1, Chambers, a check swing, it bounces up over the netting. And back to the press box here on a pitch that was in the dirt. And ball 1-1-1. So Will Chambers, a 1-1 count. Takes that one down the middle, strike 2. 2 outs, nobody on. Ridgefield scoring an insurance run. First time they've scored in the last 4 innings. Scored 2 in the first. There's the 1-2 to Will Chambers. Takes it inside. Ball 2, 2-2. Jacob Sharp, his 8th home run of the year. And that does tie the league lead with Zach Beatty from Kamloops. So he is tied for first in the West Coast League with 8 dingers. It's Jacob Sharp. 2-2 pitch, Chambers, inside, ball 3. The league lead last year was 8 home runs. That was first place last year through the whole summer in 48 games. And the guy who had it is the guy currently at the plate, Will Chambers. At 8 last year. He's got 5 so far this year. 3-2 is down, ball 4. And Will Chambers draws a 2-out walk. So Safea Mawai will be the batter with 2 down and a runner on. And a 3-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Ridgefield now has out-hit the Bells 8-7 with the home run and the single going back-to-back to begin this inning. Ridgefield has started out the 4th and the 5th innings with the first 2 guys getting base hits. Not all that unlike the Bells, who started out the 3rd and 4th innings with the first 2 guys getting base hits. The Bells scored just 1 run out of those 2 innings. Ridgefield so far has scored just 1 run between the 2. Safea Mawai swings and misses. It was the solo home run to start this inning, but Ridgefield went single last inning. Mawai led off, but then he got tagged out at 3rd, trying to go 1st to 3rd on the base hit by Doyle Kane. And so Ridgefield did not score that inning. And this inning leading off with 2 base hits back-to-back, a solo home run, then a single, then a double play. The 0-1 to Mawai, it's outside, ball 1. 1-1 the count, 2 down. Mawai has already made a great defensive play today. In the 2nd inning, dove for a ball right next to first base and snagged it cleanly. And kind of belly flopped next to the bag and didn't even need to get up. He just slapped his bare hand on the bag, and that ended the inning for an unassisted putout. The 1-1 pitch from Trevin Hope is a breaking ball above the zone, ball 2. Mawai had an RBI double in the 1st inning to put 2 runs on the board in the 1st. Down the right field line, got out ahead of it. It'd be hard to do that here. The first baseman, Hainline, holding the runner on. So if he wants to line one down the right field corner, it's got to do it in the air most likely. Or just past the runner, Chambers, in between the 1st and 2nd baseman, hook it around him maybe. 2-1 pitch is away, ball 3. He is primarily a pull hitter. Tends to yank it that way down the right field side. The right fielder, Phelan, playing a bit shaded towards the line and not terribly deep. Center fielder Bythewood playing towards left center. And the left fielder Amundsen playing towards the line. It's a big hole in right center. 3-1 pitch is hit towards center field and pretty hard hit. Bythewood going back to the warning track, and he makes a catch on the run near the fence, and it ends the inning. Ridgefield gets 1, strands 1, gets 2 hits along the way and a walk. And Trevin Hope has gone 5 innings, allowing a season-high 3 runs. And Ridgefield has a 3-1 lead into the 6th inning. Stay with us on the Raptors live stream. It will be Sam Boyle to pitch when we return.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A&A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A&A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A&A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A&A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Sam Boyle comes in, the Vancouver native, and an incoming freshman at the University of Washington. His 6th appearance on the summer for the Ridgefield Raptors in 3 innings. Has allowed 3 earned runs so far. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, just 3 hits. And now comes in to face the middle of the order. 5, 6, 7 coming up for the Bells. Easton Amundsen to lead off. Ridgefield Raptors leading this game by a score of 3-1 as we make our way into the 6th inning. Thanks for joining us on the Raptors live stream. I'm Josh Warden for the series finale. Sam Boyle's first pitch is a grounder over his head. He backs up. It's over him. Welker bare hands throws to first. Excellent play, but it's not in time. And Easton Amundsen beats it out for an infield single. Welker did all he could to bare hand that one and zing it on the run. But Amundsen gets in with a chopper that summits Boyle and gets in for a leadoff base hit. The Bells have done a great job getting on base to lead off innings. That is the count it 1, 2, 3, 4th time they've led off with a single. And in the 5th inning, they had a hard hit ground ball that Espinoza made a play on to prevent a leadoff single. Sam Boyle comes home. The first pitch to Overmars is outside for a ball. Evan Overmars, who was singled and walked today out of Pierce College, has nobody out, runner on first. 2-run lead for the Raptors. The 1-0 pitch from Sam Boyle is swung on and missed again, or for the first time this at bat, but a 1-1 count from Sam Boyle. The 6'2", 190-pounder who just turned 19 years old last month. Sam Boyle on the mound. He comes to first base and almost got a move towards second from Amundsen, but he gets back to the bag. Ridgefield scoring 1 run last inning to make it a 3-1 ball game. A home run to lead off the 5th inning by Jacob Sharp. The 1-1 pitch from Boyle, off speed, hit foul down the right field side on the changeup from Sam Boyle, and a 1-2 count. Ridgefield had 2 home runs in the 5th inning on Tuesday, 2 home runs in the 5th inning on Wednesday, a leadoff home run in the 5th inning on Thursday, 5 home runs in the 5th innings. If only every inning could be the 5th. But we'll get another one tomorrow. 1-2 the count from Sam Boyle. It's down and in. Good block by Jacob Sharp. And evens the count at 2 apiece. Nobody out yet here in the top of the 6th. Evan Overmars, the batter. 1 for 2 in his Bell's career. Trying to advance the runner from first, Easton Amundsen. He's taking a medium-sized lead from first, being held on by Safea Mawai. The 2-2 pitch from Boyle is a changeup inside. Ball 3-2. Outfield playing deep to the corner outfielders, straight up in center field. Middle infield and double play depth. The batter is now Jacob Sharp and Sam Boyle. Payoff pitch here from Sam. Fastball blooped down the right field line, tailing towards the line and lands foul. Oh, by inches. I did not see any green turf in between that ball and the line. There must have just been one little blade of turf in between that ball and the foul line. And it would have been extra bases almost for sure. Might have even scored a run. And it's a foul ball by Evan Overmars on the 3-2 pitch. We will do it all over again. Went opposite way for that fly ball that landed about 200 feet from home plate. Trent Prokes had a good break on it to try to get it back in, but a dead ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out in the 6th inning. Sam Boyle comes home. Fastball hit on the third base side. Espinoza fields, goes to second. Kirkpatrick to first. Double play. One pitch after it was an inch away from an extra base hit. And the very next pitch clears the bases on a 5-4-3 twin killing. And as Jason Stark would say, that's baseball. That's how it goes sometimes. And right now the Bells are the victims. I'm sure at some point, whether today or sometime soon, they'll get a similar sequence in their favor. But right now, it goes Ridgefield's way. 2 down, nobody on. And J.R. Freevey comes out. Takes a ball low. It's 1-0 from Sam Boyle. Espinoza has started 2 double plays today. One of them saved a run with a 1st and 3rd situation with 1 out that ended the inning. Freevey fouls one away. It's 1-1. That was back in the 3rd inning when Cole Hage hit a ground ball to 3rd, and Espinoza threw to 2nd and had a bang-bang play at 1st, and it was deciding between is he safe, score a run, the inning continues, or out. And the inning ends with the runner from 3rd not scoring, and the latter scenario after a conversation between the umpires was decided. The ball inside here to make it 2-1 to the Nevada-Reno infielder. Freevey at the plate now takes another pitch in the same spot, 3-1. So Sam Boyle gives up an infield single on a chopper that went over his head, then a double play. Now the 3-1 pitch to Freevey is swung on and fouled into the netting. Full count, 2 outs. Corvallis and Edmonton in a 1-run game. The Knights ahead 5-4 in the 8th inning. Bend leading by 1 against Walla Walla. And Portland leading by 1 against Springfield. Those are the 3 teams ahead of Ridgefield in the standings. They're all leading by 1 right now. Here's the payoff pitch, swung on, ground ball towards Espinoza. Can he make another play? Fields cleanly, throws to first. Mawai hangs to the bag and gets the put out. Steven Espinoza starts a double play and ends the inning on back-to-back batters. And Sam Boyle pitches a scoreless 6th inning. 1 hit, nobody left on, and no errors for the Raptors. We're on to the bottom of the 6th. Ridgefield trying to add on to a 3-1 lead.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Ridgefield. Good game so far, a 3-1 ball game. Much more low scoring than the first couple of affairs, when 35 runs were scored between these two teams across the first two games. Ridgefield did win both by a comfortable margin. They had outscored Bellingham 25-10 between the first two games. This one much more close, 3-1 so far. Bottom of the 6th. Doyle Kane will step in against a new pitcher for the Bellingham Bells. He has already started one game in left field and now makes his first relief appearance on the series. Justin Thorstensen is now on the mound for the Bellingham Bells. Excited to see JT pitch out of Langley, British Columbia, and from Oregon State. And the first pitch to Doyle Kane is low. And ball one. Bottom of the 6th, 2-run lead from Justin Thorstensen. Fastball Doyle Kane, or changeup I should say. I think Kane and I both thought it was the heater, and we were both fooled. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Thorstensen, who's hitting .211 as a position player and has pitched in 2 games, started one, ERA of 5.78. He's gone 4 2/3 innings. Misses low. And ball 2 to Doyle Kane. Doyle has an infield single. He's 1 for 2 today. Both teams with 8 hits. Neither team has committed an error. Ridgefield has just scored 2 more runs today, thanks to, in part, a home run by Jacob Sharp. 2-1 off speed is up and in. Ball 3 from Justin Thorstensen. Returned 20 years old a few months ago. Spent 2 years at Oregon State. Doyle Kane spent 3 years at College of the Canyons. 3-1 the count. Kane takes it just below the knees. Ball 4. So Doyle Kane into first base, and Alex Sepulveda will be the batter. With some Nipsey Hussle as his walk-up song, and Alex Sepulveda will come up with nobody out. Ridgefield leads this game. Ironically, Bellingham has gotten more leadoff men aboard. Well, Ridgefield has now gotten leadoff man aboard 3 times in a row, but for Bellingham, they got a leadoff single in the first and third and fourth and 6th innings. Ridgefield got a leadoff single in the 4th, did not score. Leadoff home run in the 5th, did not score after that. A leadoff walk here in the 6th. Now Sepulveda gets ahead 1-0 from Justin Thorstensen. Lefty on righty here. Thorstensen comes home with a 1-0 pitch. It is a strike, 1-1. Nate Kirkpatrick on deck. Those two are childhood friends. They're both from Langley, British Columbia. Whereas Sepulveda from Southern California. Long cry away from BC. The 1-1. Thorstensen throwing over. Almost got Kane picked off. He's just back safely. Not a good move by the southpaw, Thorstensen. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. 3-1 lead for the Raptors. Alex Sepulveda looking for his first hit of the day. The center fielder has a strikeout and a flyout. The 1-1 offering is swung on and fouled away. So Nate Kirkpatrick will come up next. I got to reintroduce the two of them. They hadn't seen each other in a long time. And at first, Thorstensen looking over to the Ridgefield dugout. I went over and said hi to him in the Bellingham dugout. And I said, "You know Nate Kirkpatrick?" And he said, "Yeah." And I pointed over him, looking across about 40 feet away. He says, "Is that him?" I didn't even recognize him at first. And like I said, 40 feet away. It's not, I'm sure he would have at closer range. Sepulveda fouls another pitch away. It's 1-2. But then when they walked up to each other, Justin said to Nate, "Man, you've grown a lot." He said, "You used to be right here." And he put his hand like a couple inches below his shoulders. And Nate has grown a lot, filled out as Nate Kirkpatrick. Thorstensen always been a big kid. 6'4", 238 at the moment. 1-2 pitch to Sepulveda is down 2-2. And Nate Kirkpatrick says Justin Thorstensen was about that size freshman year of high school. He said he hasn't changed since freshman year. And I said, "Really? You mean he was 6'3", 230 freshman year of high school?" He said, "Yeah, no, really." I don't know if you can quote me on that, but that's what Nate Kirkpatrick says. 2-2 pitch, Sepulveda, ground ball toward short. Campos up with it, throws to second. Freevey the turn, and in time to get the double play. A 6-4-3, and it takes away Doyle Kane at second base. Sepulveda out, and now Nate Kirkpatrick will come in against his childhood buddy with the bases empty and 2 down. both from British Columbia and the Vancouver area.
Now at the plate from St.
Played club ball for years coming into their college days. Thorstensen a little bit older than Kirkpatrick, but not so much where they didn't know each other. Kirkpatrick swings at the first pitch, high fly ball, shallow center field. Bythewood comes in, slides in, and makes the catch. Kirkpatrick robbed from a base hit. Thorstensen gets the upper hand just barely, retiring Kirkpatrick and facing the minimum in the 6th inning. A walk, a double play, a fly out, and that's the 6th for Ridgefield. They still lead by 2 runs, but have not been able to run away from Bellingham like they did the last couple of days. It's up to Sam Boyle to try to keep this game in check. 3-1 lead for the Raptors through 6 complete innings.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Close game as Ridgefield goes for their first sweep on the season. Bellingham has not been swept. If Ridgefield can hold on to the lead, both of those things will change. But 9 more outs to go, and it's a 2-run ball game. Jace Phelan will lead off. Toussaint Bythewood and Colin Blanchard will follow here in the top half of the 7th. Through 6 from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. The Bellingham Bells 1 run on 8 hits, no errors. And the Ridgefield Raptors 3 runs on 8 hits and no errors. Sam Boyle tosses the first pitch for a strike to Jace Phelan, left-hand hitter, transferring to Washington State this year from Freeman High School, childhood buddies with Jeter Sherman, left-hand pitcher for the right-hand pitcher for the Ridgefield Raptors. As the second pitch to Boyle's grounded towards Kirkpatrick, goes to his knees to make the play, bounces off his legs and into foul ground. As he tries to slide to make that play, it'll be an infield single for Jace Phelan. Tough play for Kirkpatrick to come in to make that one. And so Phelan leads off with a single. It's the 5th time that the Bellingham Bells have gotten the leadoff man aboard via a single. 5th time today. They've scored just 1 run. Maybe they'll add on to it here. It's up to Toussaint Bythewood and company. Bythewood's 2 for 2 on the day, including a leadoff base hit in the 3rd. He did not score. So Ridgefield leads at 3-1. Sam Boyle from the stretch. And his fastball induces a swing and a miss. 0-1 from Sam Boyle. Incoming freshman at UW against an incoming freshman at UCLA. 2 Pac-12 future guys here going at it. Toussaint Bythewood at the plate against Sam Boyle. The 0-1 pitch is just outside a ball. And for that measure, Jace Phelan, although he's not an incoming freshman, but coming from the JUCO level, he's headed to Washington State. So Sam Boyle facing a Cougar and now a Bruin, and then will face a Washington Husky next in the lineup, Colin Blanchard. Getting a taste of Pac-12 baseball. Another swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And then after that, it's Elijah Hainline, who's already played for Washington State. So the incoming freshman at UW and Sam Boyle facing 4 Pac-12 guys in a row, including his future teammate and Colin Blanchard, who's on deck. 1-2 the count from Sam Boyle. Short lead off from first base for Phelan. The pitch is swung on and missed. Gets away from Bythewood and Sharp, but no drop third strike with a runner at first. It's a punch out for Sam Boyle. And 1 out here in the 7th. So Blanchard comes up, a sophomore at UW, whereas Sam Boyle, the incoming freshman. 3-1 lead for the Raptors. Hey, by the way, happy anniversary today to our very own Eli and Aaron Schubert. 1 year ago today, they got married right here on the field at the Rourke. Eli Schubert, the pitcher for the Raptors. A ground ball, breaking ball. Sam Boyle bobbles, can't get the double play. He'll throw to first and gets the out. Could have had a twin killing to end the inning, but does still get the put out at first on a broken back grounder. And Sam Boyle bobbled it at the mound, did a good job of keeping his feet and his composure to still get the out at first. But now a runner in scoring position for the Bells. And Elijah Hainline, the batter. And now a little mound visit as Kirkpatrick and Sharp go out to chat with Sam Boyle. 2 outs, runner at second, 2-run lead for the Raptors. Top of the 7th. Eli Schubert marrying his college sweetheart, Aaron Thumb. Aaron was a soccer player at Lower Columbia College, while Eli Schubert was a pitcher for LCC. They both transferred to Lewis Clark State. Now Sean Gard gives him a little shout out here in the PA announcing address. 1 year anniversary today for Eli and Aaron. Congratulations to the newlyweds. The ball outside to Elijah Hainline. I was walking around Yakima with Eli just having a conversation and asked him, so how's marriage been? It's been almost a year at that point. It was a week shy. Just kind of got a feel for how it's gone. He says really well. Been enjoying marriage. As Sam Boyle misses low, it's 2-0. Said it hasn't really been all that many problems. People say, first year marriage is pretty rough. You're figuring each other out. And he said, I haven't seen a lot of that yet. We just really like each other. It's been pretty easy with Aaron. So that's good, right? As far as I can tell. 2-0 pitch just misses. It's 3-0 to Elijah Hainline. There's 1 for 3 on the day. Does have 3 home runs. He is the tying run here at the plate. The 3-0 pitch from Sam Boyle almost hits him. Ball 4. So runners in first and second. First base was open. But now the tying run on the base paths. 2 down. Cole Hage, the batter, here in the 7th inning. Aaron and Eli got married here on the field, and then 3 days later had a ceremony with friends and family at a more conventional wedding venue. So their anniversary is kind of the 17th, kind of the 14th. He calls it their anniversary week. Celebrating today and on Sunday, the 17th, and just call it a whole week of anniversaries for Eli and Aaron. Sam Boyle gets a fly ball on the first pitch, high to left center. Sepulveda calling for it. Underneath it and makes the catch. Sam Boyle has gone 2 scoreless innings and keeps the 3-1 lead going. No runs on 1 hit and 2 left on here in the 7th inning. Time to stretch from the Rourke. It's 3-1, Raptors in front.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 1:05 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Nine, 1, and 2 coming up. Bottom of the order, Steven Espinoza to lead off. In the bottom of the 7th. Beautiful day for baseball here in Southwest Washington. Ridgefield leads it at home 3-1. Justin Thorstensen back on the mound. Tosses a off-speed pitch below the zone for a ball to Steven Espinoza, right-hand batter from San Jose State University. And the 1-0 pitch is swung on and fouled away. Ridgefield scoring 2 runs in the first inning. The lead was cut in half in the 4th. So it was 2-1 for an inning, and then Ridgefield got a solo leadoff home run by Jacob Sharp to bring the lead back to 2 runs, where it still stands. Bottom of the 7th. 1-1 pitch is low, ball 2. Jacob Sharp is on deck. He'll get his first at-bat since that home run. Following Steven Espinoza's plate appearance, he's ahead 2 balls and a strike from Justin Thorstensen. Left-hander from Oregon State throws and down, ball 3, 3-1. Well, on this date in baseball history, way back in 1939, the Yankees were playing at Briggs Stadium, home of the Detroit Tigers at the time. And a complete game by Red Ruffing that day, and a Yankees victory back in 1931. Here's the 3-1 pitch, barreled up to left center field. Coming over is Amundsen. He can't get there. Plays it on a hop, then misplays it. Now Steven Espinoza going for second. The throw is offline. Did he get by the tag? He's safe at second. Steven Espinoza gets in a single plus an E7. And Espinoza gets into second base with a leadoff single and in scoring position right away in the bottom half of the 7th. Amundsen misplayed it in left, and Espinoza was perhaps a bit overzealous trying to get into scoring position, but an excellent slide to escape the throw from Freevey, who did a good job of kind of no-looking the tag, going behind his back to slap the glove near the base. But Espinoza hooking his slide on the left side and then kept his foot on the base while almost going past it. And now a conversation between Elijah Bester, the field umpire, and I believe that's Hayden Hastings over in the first base side. The throw was in time to get Espinoza, but he was trying to escape with the tag, and hard to see from our angle whether or not the glove actually caught the jersey of Espinoza, so I can't agree or disagree with the call. And he'll stay at second base. Nobody out for Jacob Sharp. A home run on the day. It's 1 for 3. 2 ground outs to the shortstop. And gave no chance for Christopher Campos on his third at-bat. Left the yard 338 feet to right field. First pitch is a strike to Jacob Sharp, 0-1. Runner at second representing an insurance run. 3-1 lead, bottom half of the 7th. Both teams with 9 hits now on the day. That was the first error for either team. The 0-1 pitch to Jacob Sharp is swung on and fouled away, 0-2. So in that game, on this date, 1939, the Yankees won 6-3, unfortunately. But here's the crazy part of it. It was an American League record tied. There was only 1 assist by the Yankees all game. Only 1 assist. Every time you get a ground ball and the shortstop throws across, he gets credit for the assist. The first baseman gets the putout. There's only 1 all game long. The 0-2 to Sharp, swinging, ground ball towards short. Campos thinks about going to third, throws to first in time. It's the 3rd assist he's made this game alone on Jacob Sharp's at-bats. And there's 1 out here in the 7th. It advances Espinoza to third. After Espinoza singled plus an E7. And now advances 90 more feet. 1 assist all game. For reference, Ridgefield has totaled 5 assists today. Espinoza himself has started 2 double plays. I mean, every double play includes 2 assists on that sequence alone. Espinoza has 3 assists himself, but the Yankees had 1 assist all game long. Travis Welker takes a ball high and away. There weren't that many strikeouts in that game either. Just a lot of fly balls, pop-ups, line drives. All of those are unassisted putouts. Basically, most of these ground balls are the most common way to get assists. Here's the 1-0 to Welker, fouls it back, 1-1. Jacob Sharp had 2 assists yesterday playing right field. Threw out 2 runners trying to score. 2 outfield assists. Travis Welker at the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at third for the Raptors. Looking for their 10th hit of the game. 1-1 pitch, he might get it. A line drive into right field at 1, hops the right fielder Phelan. It is the 10th hit of the day for the Raptors, and it's an RBI base hit. Espinoza touches home. Travis Welker gets the RBI, and he's 3 for 4 on the day. Heck of a game for Travis Welker. This one a line drive to right, and an RBI for Trav. He has singled on a bunt. He singled up the middle. He has singled to right field. He also had a ground ball towards the left field side, but stopped by the third baseman, or else he would have 4 singles to all fields. He's at first, 1 out. A throw over to first, and he wasn't taking much of a lead. Welker collects his 16th RBI of the season. Came in hitting .281. pretty respectable, but 3 for 4 days. Going to bump that up even more. Now it's Trent Prokes to the plate. The 3-hole hitter today for the Raptors with 1 away. Fastball he fouls back. Changeup that he fouled straight back. Trent Prokes a double today. He's 1 for 3. 3 extra base hits on the series. 7 for 11 against the Bells. Great series so far for the incoming sophomore at Cal State Bakersfield. The 0-1 pitch from Thorstensen, up and in. Ball 1. First in the league in batting average and on-base percentage. And he's has the best batting average by almost 40 points. It's not even close. Only one over 400. 1-1 goes over to first, and Welker easily back. Last year, there was only one batter who hit over 400. It was the league MVP, Travis Bazzana from Oregon State. College teammates with Justin Thorstensen, who's on the mound right now. And he led the league by almost 60 points. So Trent Prokes trying to do something similar. 1-1 pitch. He lines it into left field. How about increasing the batting average a little more? A base hit right at Easton Amundsen. And he drops it in for another single. Trent Prokes 2 for 4 on the day. It advances Welker to second. Ridgefield leading 4-1. And they're not done yet. 1 out, and Will Chambers the batter.
He's stepping to the other side of the plate. Put your hands together for Will Chambers.
Now batting from the right side. Switch hitter against the lefty Justin Thorstensen. 4-1 lead for Ridgefield. They have now totaled 11 hits on the day to Bellingham's 9. Thorstensen looks back at second, throws a changeup for a strike. Will Chambers, with the wind blowing out to right field, he has some opposite field power, so if he gets under a ball, could take it to right. 310 down the lines here at the Rourke, 360 to the alleys. The 0-1 pitch to Chambers, off speed, outside, ball 1. From Justin Thorstensen, who faced the minimum last inning after a pretty good start for their starter Trevin Hope. It was his worst start of the summer, and it was still good. Hope went 5 innings, allowed 3. Had never allowed multiple runs in a game before. This was his 6th start. The 1-1 pitch, Chambers watches, ball 2 outside. Trevin Hope left after the 5th inning. Thorstensen went basically 1-2-3. A walk, but then a double play and a fly out last inning. But this frame has given up 3 hits. 2 balls, 1 strike to Will Chambers. Thorstensen to the plate. Ground ball left side through the gap and into left field. It'll score the runner from second. Welker sprinting home. The throw is not in time, and Will Chambers collects an RBI. His 16th of the year, and the Raptors are up 5-1.
We'll take singles all night long.
An RBI base hit for Will Chambers. Trent Prokes gets to second on the sequence, and Travis Welker scores his 12th run of the year. Safea Mawai, the batter. But a mound visit before Mawai's at bat. There is some activity in the Bellingham bullpen. But as it stands, Ridgefield with 4 hits on the series, on the inning, I mean. And it put some distance between themselves and the Bells. Still a playable ball game. 5-1 is the score. Far from a blowout. But going into the bottom of the 7th, Ridgefield feeling a little more comfortable than the 1-run lead felt earlier. And it was a 2-run lead coming into this inning. Out in right field, Jack Erdman is warming up for the Bells out of Skagit Valley College. The right-hander will likely be the next guy into the ball game to relieve Thorstensen. Whether or not it'll be this inning or if Thorstensen can get through it, we will see. Safea Mawai comes up with a 2-for-3 day. A double for an RBI in the first inning, a single in the 4th, and a fly out to nearly the wall in his most recent at-bat. 1 out, 2 on, 2 in for the Raptors. First pitch in Mawai takes a strike down Main Street, 0-1 from Thorstensen. Safea Mawai, who had a 6-game hit streak coming into the Yakima Valley Series, got the start in the opener, but did not have a plate appearance that game. So technically snapped his hit streak, but he starts a new one today. 0-1 the count from Thorstensen, and it's up and in, ball one, pardon me. 1-1 the count, 1 out. With Prokes at second base, and Will Chambers at first. Safea Mawai with 3 years of eligibility left, headed to Provo this year. Play for the Cougars of Brigham Young. Left-handed batter, first baseman. That's a 1-1 count from Justin Thorstensen. His fastball is swung on, first base side, it stays fair. Hainline steps on the bag and gets the put out. Both runners advance. Hainline was already straddling first base when he made the play, and then just tapped his foot on the base, got the out, 2 down. And 2 runners in scoring position for Doyle Kane. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a single. And before Doyle Kane's at bat, we're going to have a mound visit and a change. Looks like Jack Erdman will come in to make a righty-righty matchup between the Bells and Doyle Kane here in the 7th. Ridgefield extending the lead. It was 3-1. It's now 5-1. In the 7th inning here in the series finale, Ridgefield going for the sweep. We'll step aside briefly and come back with 2 down, and Doyle Kane looking for a clutch RBI here from the Rourke. Don't go away.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now, what are you waiting for? Apply today.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
ERA of exactly 1, Jack Erdman comes in out of Kirkland, Washington. Pitched 18 innings this year. 21 strikeouts, just 6 walks. An opponent batting average of 143. And has gone his last 5 innings scoreless. Has only allowed an earned run in 1 appearance this year. In 3 innings against Port Angeles. He's 2-0. And pretty good reliever out of Skagit Valley College. The right-hander comes in with big situation here for both teams. Now Ridgefield, even if they don't add on any runs, have already scored 2 this inning and they're up 5-1. But Bellingham with their backs against the wall here. Doyle Kane steps in, and the first pitch of Jack Erdman's day is a called strike. Ridgefield could really break this game open. 2 in scoring position. Already a 4-run lead. 2 outs. Bellingham 1 out away from limiting the damage. The 0-1 breaking ball stays high. Erdman loses the cap. Trent Prokes sprinting down from third, trying to get Erdman to lose his composure. Did lose his hat, but still threw a decent pitch. 1-1 the count to Doyle Kane. The next offering is high. Ooh, caught the zone, strike 2. 1-2 to Doyle, who has 17 RBIs on the year. Looking to get to that number 18. Jack Erdman from the line. The 1-2 pitch runs away. Ball 2, 2-2. Infield playing straight up to the utility player, Doyle Kane. Justin Thorstensen faced 9 batters. Does not face Doyle Kane a second time. He's the first one again to face the bullpen. This time it's Erdman. 2-2 pitch. Outside. Ball 3, 3-2. Outfield playing straight up to Doyle Kane. Left fielder batting .360 on the summer. Bottom of the 7th. Full count. 2 in scoring position. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It is on the outside corner taken. Doyle Kane doesn't like it. Doesn't argue with it verbally. Just takes one little peek back at Nick Hudlow, but doesn't say anything untoward. And he, in the books, will get a backwards K, and the inning is over. 2 runs do come in on 4 hits, 2 left on in scoring position. 1 error, and the Raptors take a more sizable lead. It's 5-1 as we make our way to the 8th inning, and the anniversary guy, Eli Schubert, will come in to pitch the 8th. Stay with us on the Raptors live stream.
A 380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started. 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors!
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Applies to passenger cars, SUVs, and light trucks only.
Five-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors into the top of the 8th inning. And it's Eli Schubert making his 7th appearance on the year. And his 33rd career appearance. And Eli Schubert onto the mound to pitch in a 4-run game with the lead over Bellingham on his 1-year anniversary. How about that? With Aaron in the stands. Works for the Raptors as well, and Eli pitches for Ridgefield. First pitch is a strike to the leadoff man for the Bells this inning. That is Christopher Campos out of St. Mary's College, who's 1 for 3. Ridgefield leading it. 5-1 is the score. And Eli Schubert on the mound. The 0-1 pitch is hit towards right center. That'll split the outfielders and get to the wall. It lands at the warning track, and one hops the fence. Campos into second. Prokes gets it back in. And a leadoff double for Christopher Campos here in the 8th. Got to the fence on one bounce. Good hit by Campos. And it'll bring up Easton Amundsen, the batter. It was 2 for 3. Ridgefield getting a couple big runs there in the bottom half of the 7th to get some distance. Otherwise, the tying run would be at the plate right now. Instead, Ridgefield up by 4. Still a manageable deficit for Bellingham. They could get right back in it. As Schubert misses with the sinker outside, it's 1-0. Ridgefield scoring 2 on RBIs by Travis Welker and Will Chambers last inning. 4 hits in the frame. Ridgefield up 5-1. It's the 1-0 pitch, and it's fouled back by Amundsen. Bellingham is right in the middle of the league. They average 5 runs a game, but a batting average .226 as a team. That's second to last in the league, whereas Ridgefield first in the league in batting average, .292. On base and slugging percentage, both over 400. They're first in the league in runs per game at 7.5. Just a tick under that today. The 1-1 pitch from Schubert taken at the knees, strike 2. Good pitch by the Eagle, Idaho native. He will turn 25 later this year. One more year of eligibility to come for the team's senior citizen and the only married man on the squad. The 1-2 from Shuby, breaking ball, fouled back. Schubert really had 2 weddings, one on July 14th last year and then on the 17th. That was the one with the friends and the family and kind of the planned wedding. But partway through the summer, the idea kind of came out, hey, what if we do a little wedding ceremony on the field? Kind of for fun, but before a game, and get to walk down the aisle with all the players kind of making the aisle, holding the bats overhead. 1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2. And then I mentioned to Eli, I'm ordained, actually. If you want, I could do the wedding. And so we did. And it was the official wedding. That was the real one. And then on the 17th, they did a ceremony, but technically they had already been married for 3 days. Here's the 2-2 from Shuby. Slider that's fouled away. Good work by Amundsen to stay alive on a tough breaking ball. Schubert has arguably the best slider on the team, at least the most horizontal break that you'll see most days. Got a really good spin on that slider. And tunnels pretty well with the sinker that tails the opposite way, going arm side. The slider running in towards a left-hand batter like Amundsen. Nobody out, runner at second, top of the 8th. The 2-2 pitch from Schubert drops below the barrel. Amundsen can't find it. Strike 3 swinging. Eli Schubert collects his 8th strikeout on the year. That is his 82nd career strikeout. Not only is the only married man, he's also one of 2 guys who have played every year for the Raptors, 3rd year in the franchise. And Schubert played back in 2019, played in 2021, and again this summer. The first pitch to Evan Overmars is outside for a ball. Isaac Lovings also played in 2019 and 2021, and the catcher is back this year, although he only played late in the season the first couple summers and then is here all summer this time. But Schubert was here basically all summer, all 3 years, so he holds that distinction as the only guy who's been here basically day one every year, every game almost. It did leave for his honeymoon last year, but came back at the end of the year. Misses again. It's 2-0 to Evan Overmars. 1 out, runner at second. 2-0 the count from Shuby. The sinker is foul down the right field side. And a 2-1 count to Evan Overmars. There's 1 for 2 today. A single and a walk. Eli Schubert's been here so long, you can tell just by his uniform. He actually wears the same black cap that he's been wearing since 2019. Even though he could get a new one, he just shows up and sticks with the black cap he got back in 19. 2-1 pitch, slider that cuts across the zone and doesn't get a chase from Overmars. Good eye by him. And it's 3-1. Schubert wears a smaller cap, and there's not that many options. And so when he arrives from Lewis Clark State, usually a week late because they're in the World Series, not as many options. Here's a ground ball in the 3-1 past Schubert. Kirkpatrick up with it. He'll throw to first and get the out. It does advance the runner Campos to third. But that's not too big of a problem for Schubert and the Raptors. And Bellingham needs 4 runs. They've got 4 outs to get it. But even if they score 1 here, that's not the end of the world. But Schubert would like to pitch a scoreless inning here. And there's 2 down. J.R. Freevey, the batter. Left-hand hitter against right-hand pitcher. 2 down, 4-run lead. Top of the 8th. Throws the sinker outside for a ball. We did laugh today about the memory of that wedding ceremony a year ago and how I jinxed Eli. Now, Ridgefield did win that day against Port Angeles, but it wasn't without some drama as that ball's rocketed towards right center pretty deep. Prokes on his horse back to the wall, and that is gone. A 2-run homer for J.R. Freevey. And I may have jinxed him again as I didn't fully get into it. I don't count that as a jinx, but I was about to tell the story. And now I will that the home run is already hit. Last year I mentioned in the wedding ceremony, before Eli was married, that he had not allowed a home run all season for Ridgefield or the season prior or in his college season at Lewis Clark State. And I said, kind of making the point that, Aaron is your home run now. Don't start giving up home runs. Because, consider her like a home run. So, don't give her up. That was the little analogy. It sounded cute, in my mind at least. But, of course, in baseball, you know that Eli Schubert's going to give up a home run. I should have known that. What's baseball going to do? But in that scenario. And he did. He gave up a 2-run home run on his wedding day. But Ridgefield still won. So, a good end to that story. But it wasn't without a laugh along the way. The 1-0 pitch is hit to center field off the bat of Jace Phelan. And it lands for a base hit. It's a 2-run game now, and the tying run will come to the plate. After that 2-run bomb for Jace Freevey, his first home run as a Bell. And Toussaint Bythewood will be the batter. 5-3, Ridgefield in front, top of the 8th. 2 outs. Eli Schubert trying to get through. He even got the save on his wedding day a year ago to the day against Port Angeles, although there's an asterisk next to that. I mean, he would laugh and say a pitcher shouldn't get a save for what he did. It was a 9-1 lead when he came in. Here's a fastball away, ball one. By rule, if you pitch the final 3 innings in a game, if you're not the winning pitcher, you came in with a lead, you get the save, even if the lead was big, like it was. He gave up those 2 runs, but Ridgefield won the game 9-3. And by pitching the final 3 innings, he got the save. Here's a ground ball. It's over Schubert's glove. Kirkpatrick backhands, tosses to second, and Welker gets the out. Excellent play by Nate Kirkpatrick to end the inning. And Ridgefield still has a 2-run lead. They got 2 last inning on offense, and Bellingham cancels it out, so Ridgefield back to a 2-run lead. We head to the bottom of the 8th here at the Rourke. Bellingham 3, Ridgefield 5. Don't go away.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, career retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Game 32 on the summer for both of these teams, and it's been a good one. Back and forth affair. Bellingham has not led today, but they've gotten close. They got down by 2. Ridgefield gave up a run in the 4th, made it a 1-run game. Ridgefield canceled it out by going back up by 2. Then got up by 3, but Bellingham scored 2 to get right back into a 2-run margin. Now Alex Sepulveda leads off, a 5-3 lead for Ridgefield, home half of the 8th. Sepulveda against Jack Erdman, and the first pitch, a breaking ball, misses. Erdman comes back with a heater for a strike, 1-1. Under the lights here at the Rourke, their whole field in shadows just after sunset. Now technically in dusk in southwest Washington. Right in the middle of a 6-game homestand for the Raptors. The 1-1 to Sepulveda, fouled back. And Ridgefield could win the first 3 games of the homestand, get their first sweep of the year. Could get their 20th win of the year. But they got to hold on to this 5-3 lead. Maybe get some insurance runs here. Would not hurt. The next pitch to Sepulveda is outside for ball 2. Jeter Sherman is out in the bullpen for the Raptors. Right-hander from Spokane. The 2-2 pitch to Sepulveda is outside to continue the at-bat, 3-2. Sepulveda from Southern California, Reseda, California, hometown of Gabe Kapler, the San Francisco Giants manager. Sepulveda asking for time. He is granted, and the pitch was still thrown, but Sepulveda was asking for time well before that pitch, and Nick Hudlow did grant time called. Erdman threw it, but didn't really argue with the ruling, so a payoff pitch now will come officially. From Jack Erdman, here's the 3-2. It is swung on and missed, strike 3. And a leadoff punch out for Jack Erdman here in the 8th. Nate Kirkpatrick, who has played pretty good defense today, made an excellent sliding stop to end the 8th inning, top of the 8th. To backhand to first base to get the lead runner. And now comes up for an at-bat. With 1 away, he takes at the knee, strike 1. He has a walk today. Had his first multiple hit game yesterday. Scored 2 runs on the series. Came in 4 for 7. Now he whacks a ball down the right field line pretty deep. Will it stay fair? And it lands. No call yet. And now foul is the call. A late call as it landed in the right field corner just shy of the outfield wall. And neither umpire made a call for about a second or two, and then Elijah Bester put his hands up and ruled foul. So an 0-2 count on Nate Kirkpatrick here in the 8th. Columbia Credit Union is your community-minded financial cooperative, serving Ridgefield and Vancouver since 1952. It's Columbia Credit Union. And Nate Kirkpatrick trying to stay alive here. 0-2 the count, one away. The pitch is outside for a ball. Kirkpatrick went 3 for 4 yesterday, his first multi-hit game, and he had RBI and 3 singles. 4 of his 6 hits on the season are this series. Here's the 1-2. He hits this one pretty well to center field, but playable for Toussaint Bythewood. And the center fielder drifts over, makes the grab, and there's 2 outs here in the 8th. Erdman has retired 4 in a row. Ever since the Raptors got 3 singles in a row in the 7th inning. And had 4 base hits last inning. Erdman has retired all 4 batters he has faced. In fact, as Steven Espinoza comes up, first pitch in the turf. Espinoza plays for San Jose State, had a connection in a club ball game when he was still in high school, wasn't committed anywhere, and found a connection to San Jose State. He skims this one foul, 1-1. 2-run lead for the Raptors, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. He was playing in a club game, a travel ball game, against Hunter Barnhart, who later on was a 3rd-round pick by Tampa Bay. They were both two-way players at the time and playing two-way in that game, and Steven did well. 1-1 pitch is low for ball 2. Espinoza was pitching, and he struck out Hunter Barnhart. And then when he was hitting against Barnhart, he got a base hit. And so did really well in that game against the high draft pick. 2-1 pitch is outside, ball 3. 3-1 to Espinoza. That helped him get to San Jose State because there was a Twins scout at that game who saw Espinoza stand out, and that Twins scout later got a job at San Jose State and recruited Espinoza. As the 3-1 pitch is inside, Erdman lost his hat, almost hit him, and Espinoza will get to first. On a weird little sequence there, but Espinoza gets the free pass. I'm not sure why Hayden Hastings is asking for help. Whether or not it hit him, it would have been ball 4. So I'm not even sure if he never put his hands up. Did he call that a hit by pitch or a walk? I mean, it was ball 4 either way, just a walk. So I'm not sure what the question was, but it was a 5-pitch walk for Espinoza. 2 outs and top of the order coming up. Jacob Sharp gets one more plate appearance here. With 2 down and a 2-run lead. Both teams with 12 hits on the day. Not the highest of scoring games, but a lot of action on the base paths today. It's the high breaking ball, and a balk is called as Espinoza will be gifted second base. Would have gotten there anyways on the wild pitch. It actually helps Bellingham that they got the balk because it would have been 1-0 with Espinoza to second. Well, maybe Blanchard would have caught the ball hearing balk before it got to him. So either way, a balk is called, and Espinoza to second, representing an insurance run, and it could be a big one. I mean, Bellingham has one more at-bat here in the top of the 9th coming up. Their last inning at the plate this series, so I'm sure they'll put everything they got into it. In the closest game we've had, been 2 blowouts for Ridgefield. This one a close one in the finale. And so if Ridgefield can get an extra run or 2 here, could not, put away Bellingham, but get a little distance here. 2-run lead as it is. Jack Erdman from the stretch. Throws with a breaking ball. Sharp underneath it. Pops it up out of play. And an 0-1 count to Jacob Sharp. Got his 8th home run of the year today. A solo shot to lead off the 5th inning. He led off the 5th innings back-to-back days by homering. This one gave the Ridgefield Raptors a little extra lead. They're up by 2. 0-1 pitch is swung on. Again hit well to center field. Bythewood back to the warning track, to the fence, and that ball is gone. You're looking at the new West Coast League leader in home runs. Say hello to Jacob Sharp.
Well, we thought Jacob's last home run was pretty good.
A 2-homer day for Jacob Sharp. This one 98 miles an hour off the barrel to just right of center field, 366 feet, and a 2-run bomb by Jacob Sharp. It fulfills a 2-out rally for the Raptors. Espinoza had walked with 2 down, and he scores on the home run by Jacob Sharp. His 8th of the year, make it 9th now, and he's alone with the league lead. He came in with 7, trailing by 1 to the league leader. He is now leapfrogged Zach Beatty from Kamloops, and has 9 on the year. Travis Welker gets ahead 1-0 from Jack Erdman, and then a called strike. It's 1-1. So that puts the Raptors ahead 7-3, and takes away the save opportunity for Jeter Sherman, who I believe will come in to pitch the 9th inning. 1-1 breaker is high, ball 2. My goodness, Jacob Sharp. I don't know what else to say about the guy. Just how much he's just been hitting the heck out of the ball, and been really fun to watch. 2-1, and Welker thinks about bunting, pulls it back, ball 3. The coaches can't stop praising him, and he made 2 outfield assists yesterday, too. I mean, he's just been excellent defensively. He has done it all. 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4. And 3 straight guys reach here with 2 outs. A home run bookended by walks. And Travis Welker aboard for Trent Prokes, who's leading the league in batting average. So you've got the home run leader, the slugging percentage leader, the on-base percentage leader, and the batting average leader. And did I say on-base percentage leader? I forget. But Trent Prokes leading the league in average and on base, whereas Jacob Sharp leading the league in slugging and homers. First pitch to Prokes is hit towards left field, playable for Amundsen underneath it, and the left fielder makes the grab, and the inning is over. And so that ends the 8th inning. Ridgefield gets 2 more runs, 3 straight half innings in this game where 2 runs have been scored, twice by the Raptors and once by the Bells. And it will be Jeter Sherman to come in and pitch for the Raptors in the 9th. Can they close out this series sweep? It's up to Jeter and the Raptors defense. Stay with us.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield. At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
Out of Mount Spokane High School and Spokane Falls Community College, Jeter Sherman comes in, leading the team in saves this year. He won't get one here, as Ridgefield comes in up by 4. If it was a 3-run margin, he could get a save. It would be his 4th, but comes in with a 2.45 ERA. He's gone just under 15 innings, 23 strikeouts, best on the team, and strikeouts per inning. Just 9 walks, on a batting average of 232. Just went 2 scoreless innings, no earned runs against Yakima in his most recent appearance 4 days ago. So he will face the Bellingham Bells in the 9th inning with a 4-run lead. First pitch of the day to Colin Blanchard is a ball, and it's 1-0. 7-3 lead for Ridgefield. If they win today, their first sweep of the season, and it would be against the team that was first in the league in winning percentage coming in. 1-0 pitch misses, and it's 2-0 from Jeter Sherman. Bellingham dropped to second place overall in the league in winning percentage. Portland now ahead of him thanks to Ridgefield beating him twice in a row. And it would get worse with 3 in a row as Sherman finds the strike zone. It's 2-1 from Jeets. He is named after Derek Jeter, if you were wondering. And facing Colin Blanchard here in the 9th inning. 2 guys who play their college ball in the Evergreen State. Sherman at Spokane Falls, Blanchard at UW. The fastball that catches the zone as well. 2-2 the count from Jeter Sherman. 10th appearance on the year. And this one's a big one. I mean, 4-run lead is good. He hopes to certainly hold on to that, but just in the situation with final game of the series, final inning of the series. That one just misses. Would have been strike 3. Now a full count to the leadoff man. 4-run lead for the Raptors. Could get their 20th win of the year and sweep the Bells if they hold on here. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Jeter Sherman. A swing and a miss. He strikes out Blanchard, and a good start to the 9th inning. Jeter Sherman's 24th K of the year. And the 19-year-old gets off to a good start. Elijah Hainline, the batter. 2 childhood buddies going at it here in the 9th inning. They're both from Meade, Washington, small town near Spokane. And a breaking ball for a strike. Hainline behind 0-1. They've known each other since, I just asked Jeter today. I think he said about 9 years old when they first crossed paths. And a lot of baseball played with each other. Played an infield camp when they first met. And high school ball, all that. 0-1 breaker is a strike. 0-2. Jeter will not face his other childhood buddy, Jace Phelan, unless the inning goes really far and gets out of hand. Phelan would be the 8th batter of the inning. So Jeter hopes he doesn't have to face Phelan for that reason. But those 3 guys, Hainline, Phelan, and Sherman, all from the Spokane area. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He punches out the first 2 guys he sees. Jeter Sherman, a little strikeout strut after getting his childhood buddy. And tonight, Jeter Sherman owns the Pride of Spokane banner. Cole Hage, the batter, from Fargo, North Dakota, and Columbia University. He hopes to not be the final batter of the series. Ridgefield 1 out away from the sweep. Nobody on base, breaking ball for a strike. 6 strikeouts on the day for the Ridgefield pitchers. Ridgefield could get free tacos for everybody on the final out if Jeter Sherman strikes out Cole Hage. 7 strikeouts means free tacos for everyone in attendance. Here's the 0-1, swung on, ground ball, and it's past Kirkpatrick just barely into right field. And a 2-out base hit for Cole Hage. And now Christopher Campos will be the hitter. He's got a single and a double on the day.
How many of you like tacos?
7-3, the lead for Ridgefield.
Yeah, baby.
Bellingham has not been swept all year. Ridgefield had their last 4 series wins. They won the first 2 games, lost the third. Today, they hope to seal the deal. 1 out away from doing so. Campos swings, a line drive into right field, and that's a base hit. Prokes gloves it on the first bounce. Back-to-back pitches for base hits to right field. Still a 4-run lead that feels fairly comfortable. Tying run is on deck. So, not too much cause for concern here, but just got to get that 1 more out. Easton Amundsen, the batter, who's 2 for 4. Bellingham has now out-hit Ridgefield, ironically, despite Ridgefield more than twice as many runs. First pitch swing and a miss from Amundsen. It's 0-1. 14 hits for the Bells today. They have scored just 3 runs on those 14 hits. They've stranded 8, which is a fair amount, but not a crazy high number. A couple double plays erased a run. 0-1 pitch, fouled back. Ridgefield a strike away. Ridgefield has also picked off a runner, and another runner got caught in a pickle on what was going to be a wild pitch, but then got caught in between first and second. So Bellingham unable to capitalize. Ridgefield has done well to get out of some jams, and now trying to close the 9th inning, leading by 4. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. Jeter Sherman from the stretch, outside, just missed the corner. And a ball outside, 1-2. The fans wanted it. They wanted their tacos. Nick Hudlow had other ideas. Could still get it. 1-2 the count, 2 down. Sherman back to the plate. Breaking ball swung on and whiffed. Jeter Sherman is pumped up. And the Raptors win this series. They sweep the Bells, get their 20th win of the year. And Ridgefield starts out the 6-game homestand with a sweep. Oh, how sweet it is. Jeter Sherman strikes out the side in the 9th inning. And tacos for everybody. Ridgefield is 20-12 on the year. Bellingham gets swept at the Rourke. They're 21-11 on the year. And Ridgefield wins all 3 games and outscores the Bellingham Bells this series 32-13. What a series for the Raptors. They lose a series to Yakima and then sweep the Bells at home. We've got another home series upcoming. Hope to see you at the Rourke this weekend against Springfield. First pitch tomorrow at 6:35. Same time Saturday and a 1:05 Sunday start. Well, for Ethan Reyes to my left, I'm Josh Warded signing off from Ridgefield. My thanks to Ryan Carlson watching on from Bellingham and everyone else here at Ridgefield who have made these broadcasts possible. Been fun to call these games. 3 more to come this week as we continue down the home stretch of the 2022 summer. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Ridgefield wins it 7-3 to get their first sweep of the year. Talk to you tomorrow from the Rourke. Until then, go Raptors.